Mitandao ina faida ama ina hasara?
Mitandao imeweza kusaidia kukuza elimu. Tukizingatia wakati wa likizo, wanafunzi wengi wanaweza kuendelea na elimu yao wakitumia mitandao ya kijamii.
Katika vitongoji duni kuna wanafunzi ambao hawawezi kupata huo mtandao, na pia ni gharama ya juu kutumia mtandao huo.
Bembea ni kifaa kinachotumika na watoto kuchezea.
Kweli?
Na tunaona kuwa bembea huenda juu na kurudi chini wakati mwingine.
Help this honorable court. Are you single or married?
That has nothing to do with this case.
No. We are starting somewhere. Na mama alikuja kwako akakwambia nimemkataa, mtafute njia kunimaliza, si ndio?
Abana kitu kama namna hiyo.
Wewe nakuuliza, yes. Kila mwanamke ama msichana akija kwako tu wewe anakutaka.
Yani I'm just like a magnet. I just attract them. Ulichukua na Jasmine Juma lini?
Kwa nini?
Amekuja hapa mahakama akasema vile mnapendana.
Of course, why not? Si hata mimi tunapendana hata na huyo na mtu yoyote anybody can like.
We are talking about love here.
Amesema wapi? Wewe toka.
Wewe ondoka.
Lakini wewe unaishi wapi?
And that is how we start off the show today. That is Daddy Owen with the song Vanity. And Anasema everything is vanity. Everything on this earth really is vanity. How are you doing? My name is Vivian Degwa. This is the 4th day of July. How are you doing? I hope that you are doing great and everything is going well for you. This is Good Morning Kenya Entertainment Thursday. It is Good morning, Unique.
Good morning.
Uko fiti?
Niko poa sana. I'm happy for today. I'm always nakuanga too excited for this Thursday. Because inakuanga ile siku tu yani to give you the what I've already prepared nikiwa peke yangu, so I just come to today. So today I have a lot of new music. Last time nilicheza old school, but this round I have some new good music.
Okay.
Talking of new music, umesikiza Genesis Cypher?
Yes, Calligraph Jones is there and he killed it.
That guy is a G.
Yeah, he's a G.
Yeah,
he's the OG.
Oh, the OG.
Yeah.
Hey. So there's another one, another song here by Bridge to Blue, Nairobi Streets. Guardian Angel pia have a new song, Felani, Mr. T, and the Urban Tone. Simi pia all the way from Nigeria hakona a new song. Rivani all the way from TZ hakona a new song. So all those songs, the playlist is endless. So I'll be sampling those songs tukiendelea kucheza kwa show ama vipi?
All right, that is great. We're going to be listening to some new songs right here. Marie, what's up? I don't know if you were.
Yes, I was following. Let me just say I was following. Yeah, very good morning to you both, and definitely to you joining us from wherever you are across the country. My name is Maria, and definitely I'll be bringing you up to speed with what is happening in the news. You know, the demos, I'm not so sure if they're going to be taking place, but yes, we are expecting some demos today. So we'll be covering that for you, you know, our live coverage. And also traders in Nairobi, Vivian and DJ Unique, stormed the Central Police Station yesterday, you know, reporting cases of thefts and all that. That is the aftermath of the demos.
It's really unfortunate what we experienced on Tuesday. You know, so many shops were looted, you know, some cars were actually burnt in Mombasa. And it's so unfortunate. I mean, this is not how it was supposed to be going.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I personally feel like there are genuine issues that the young people, and they represent, I mean, all of us. It's not like it's just their issues.
True.
But I think now it's taking a different turn. That is not what was expected. I think the first demos, if I may call them, were peaceful.
Yeah.
You know, I just saw young people carrying their phones, carrying, you know, the flag, and just, you know, expressing their concerns. And what impressed me about that particular that particular time was that nothing was vandalized. I could see people have parked their cars. That is not normal when we have demos, you know that.
Yep.
Yeah, but what's happening right now is not acceptable. And I think they need to regroup. If at all they need to air their views or their concerns, that they need to do it in a peaceful manner, then they remain respected. Otherwise, this is taking a very different, you know, direction. And what the security people might do is totally a different thing altogether. So that and more will be coming up in this particular bulletin, including the fact that the president has directed the SRC to review the, you know, salaries for state officers. I'll be bringing you details of that in just a short moment. But right now, let's start with that first story where senators have questioned the rationale of increasing salaries for members of parliament, terming it insensitive. The senators, led by Majority Leader Aaron Cheruiyot, called on the House to come up with a resolution to reject the salary increment, saying the move contradicts the current fiscal health of the nation. Well, a Gazette notice dated August 9, 2023 from the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, the SRC, noted that state officers were scheduled to get salary and benefit increment by starting July or the 1st. The Senate is debating a special motion tabled by Cheruiyot to discuss the state of the nation in light of the ongoing demonstrations.
To review the proposal that would have seen state officers in the executive, both the national and county governments, the Senate and the National Assembly, as well as senior public officers, gobble 22 billion shillings in the pay rise. President Ruto says in light of the withdrawal of the Finance Bill 2024 and the fiscal constraints expected this financial year, state officers need to live within their means. The Salaries and Remuneration Commission, in responding to these concerns, has frozen the pay rise of state officers.
SRC has been conscious of the need to ensure prudent fiscal sustainability of the public wage bill and has consistently taken measures towards ensuring that public service operates within the prescribed affordability limits.
The Commission, however, insists proposed pay cuts for state officers, as has been advanced by activists during demonstrations, will not be a walk in the park.
What the law says is you cannot arbitrarily cut it. It doesn't say you cannot cut. So that means then that we then have an engagement with that stakeholder through, in this case, when you talk about MPs and Senate, that is the Parliamentary Service Commission. They have expressed desire that they are willing to have a pay cut. We would definitely be more than happy to go that direction.
Earlier, senators, during a special motion to discuss the state of a nation, moved by Majority Leader Aaron Cheriot, riled at SRC, accusing it of failing to read the mood of a country.
The yearly increment that is now being discussed, that we are being told that, I saw that being reported or misreported in sections of the media, that we are now going to earn more. SRC continues to be silent about it, but we must make a resolution and say we reject even that one in light of the financial situation.
Bwana Spika, mimi nasema kwamba sitaki mshahara wangu uongezwe. Sitaki. Nimekataa. Wacha hiyo pesa ambayo ilikuwa sisi tupewe kama wabunge wa Senate, na najua ndugu zangu maseneta wako hapa, tuna shida za pesa ndio, lakini nina hakika watakubaliana na mimi ya kwamba si wakati mzuri sasa sisi kuongezwa mishahara. Haifai, hatuitaki.
Who has sent them to fuel discontent in a country at a time that this country is bleeding? Who does that?
This issue of SRC increasing the salaries of members of parliament and state officers is ill-advised. It is in bad faith. It wants to increase the public discontent, Mr. Speaker, and SRC must be called out, Mr. Speaker.
What we need to do, and I'm very happy my colleagues who have gone before me have said it, in all honesty, nobody asked for that increment. Nobody that I know. Personally, I never asked for that increment of 14,000 shillings.
The opposition also called on its members to reject the pay hike.
We also note with concern the intention to divert the public attention from the real issues by purporting to adjust the salaries of senior state officers, members of parliament, members of county assemblies, and governors upwards at a time when the country's economy is not doing well.
I want to go on record that I, together with my deputy, Honorable Mbui, have rejected in totality the purported salary increment by the SRC.
The Council of Governors and Public Service Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria have also advised against any move that would see an upward review of remuneration for public officers.
Well, leaders are now trading blame over who should be held accountable for the violent protest witnessed across the country on Tuesday. Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition claims the government had a hand on the protest, while a section of Kenya Kwanza legislators claimed the opposition hijacked what was billed to be peaceful protest by planting hired goons to rain terror on Kenyans.
The Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition claims those who took part in the protest on Tuesday in Nairobi and other parts of the country to unleash chaos, looting and vandalize property were hired. Led by Wiper's Kalonzo Musyoka, the opposition claimed the government is to blame for hijacking the peaceful protest.
We have observed that the intention of yesterday's well-organized, coordinated and state-sponsored chaos was to undermine and denigrate the Gen Z-inspired nationwide non-violent protests.
They also castigated the National Police Service for using tear gas, water cannons and live ammunition to contain the protesters against the court order barring the same.
These disgraceful, criminal and illegal activities violate the right to peaceful protest as provided for under Article 37 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010.
Further, Azimio leaders demanded that the president signs into law the Independent and Electoral Boundaries Commission Bill 2024 to allow the reconstitution of the Electoral Commission.
The Constitution says if you want to withdraw your member of parliament, you have to wait for 2 years. 2 years are coming to an end on the 9th of August. So really, this is timely.
This, the coalition says, will pave way for the recalling of members of the National Assembly who voted for the Finance Bill 2024 that the president declined to sign into law. But speaking in Mombasa, Nyali legislator Mohamed Ali claimed the goons that went on the rampage in Mombasa were hired by the opposition to target a section of Kenyans.
Itakuwa ni vibaya katika kaunti zote wewe tu ndiye gavana unaingia mashinani na kuweza kuinua hamasa ya watoto na kuweza kuongea vibaya badala ya kutoka nje na kuwatuliza.
Wakenya wana haki ya kikatiba kusafiri bila kuzuiliwa. Wakenya wana haki ya kikatiba kufanya biashara. Wakenya wana haki ya kikatiba kulindwa mali yao na serikali.
The lawmaker claims Mombasa Governor Abdul Somad Nasir has been part of the protesters since its onset, questioning his role.
Well, senators have demanded the resignation of Police Inspector General, that is Japheth Koome, over police brutality meted on anti-finance bill 2024 protesters across the country. They raised concern over his silence on police conduct in the protests that have resulted in killings, injuries, unlawful arrests and abductions.
Honourable Senators, in memory of the departed.
The Senate's Wednesday morning sitting commenced with observing a moment of silence for the lives lost during the anti-finance bill 2024 protest.
May God rest their souls in eternal peace.
After failing to raise a quorum for the last 3 consecutive sittings since resumption from recess amid the countrywide protest, the senators committed the sittings to address the current state of the nation.
These young people, they cried to us, they shouted, they sang to us, but we did not listen to their cries.
Matokeo ya juzi Jumanne ilikuwa ni doa katika bunge hili, kwa sababu hili bunge, Mheshimiwa Spika, ni bunge la kuwakilisha wananchi. Wananchi walikuwa wanakuja hapa kuonana na viongozi wao, lakini viongozi tulikimbia, viongozi tulioacha wakapigwa risasi.
Police conduct in the protest remained a sticking issue.
How can we face such a crisis, Mr. Speaker? Up to this particular point, I don't know what the Inspector General thinks. I don't know what is the challenge. We don't know these things that are being discussed. Mr. Speaker, the question at the back of my mind, is this really the right man for this job?
Should have even appeared on a regular basis to update the country on security situation, Mr. Speaker, and tell the country how many people unfortunately have died, how many have injured, how many properties have been looted, or what is the state of the security, Mr. Speaker. What is the state of the homeland security, Mr. Speaker? I think that is the least we expected from Inspector General of Police, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, I think his stay in office is no longer tenable, Mr. Speaker.
The debate coming hot on the heels of public uproar over wastage of public resources, the senators called for austerity measures and equally condemned display of opulence.
In another function, I saw a minister of this government carrying a white bag on the back like this and started announcing how many millions are in that bag. Said, moja, mbili. No. Mr. Speaker, if we don't refuse these things.
I've listened to Gen Z that they are saying, do you have to do a scandal to be famous so that you can be elected in politics? Why can't we just elect leaders who are able to articulate their issues and be able to show their competence?
As a demonstration that he has listened and understood what the people are saying. Reduce the size of your cabinet from 21 to 14, the minimum. Merge departments. Reduce the number of principal secretaries from 51 to around 30.
In the motion, the senators resolved to, among others, call the National Assembly to expeditiously consider the presidential memorandum on the Finance Bill 2024, National Police to cease abductions and unlawful arrests, government to waive hospital bill for injured protesters, and foot funeral expenses for the departed youth.
Meanwhile, the senior principal magistrate, that is Wandi Anyamu, has directed that the 18 minors who were arrested to be released immediately and that their parents should sign a personal bond of 10,000 shillings and further rule that the court, that is, does not deal with minors. On the other hand, the adults who were arrested were also, she also directed that they be released by 10 a.m. today and that the details of the adults be taken and a bond of 50,000 that is charged against them. So that is according to the principal magistrate, that is Wandi Anyamu, ordering that the minors who were arrested be released because the court does not deal with minors. So let's move on, where tens of protesters who sustained injuries during youth-led protest on Tuesday are currently receiving treatment in various hospitals across the country. In Kitengela, 24 protesters who sustained gunshot wounds during the chaotic demonstrations witnessed in the populous Kitengela town are currently recuperating at the Kitengela Sub-County Hospital. 3 other patients who had bullet lodged in their skull were referred to the Kenyatta National Hospital and Machakos Level 5 Hospital, respectively.
The country witnessed another round of protests Tuesday, which left in its wake destruction of property, injuries, and 3 deaths. The clinical officer in charge of the Kitengela Sub-County Hospital says a total of 24 patients presenting different injuries were booked at the hospital for treatment. 14 of the patients sustained soft tissue injuries, with all the gunshot wounds victims reported as male adults.
We had a total of 38 clients. So we referred a total of 1 to KNH. We referred also a total of 2 to Machakos Level 5, since we didn't have a neuro surgeon. We also had a number of 5 who were attended yesterday and were taken to theatre.
Lemuta says the first gunshot wound patient was brought to the facility at around 4 p.m. Tuesday, with others received up to 10 p.m. The availability of just 1 surgeon at the facility attending to the patients, however, slowed down the response process.
Most of them had gunshot wound to their arms, to their lower limbs. Also, we had a majority of them having, like 3 of them having bullet dislodged in their scalp region. So one of them was critically ill, that's why we referred to KNH, because he had a dislodged bullet inside the scalp.
While some patients confessed to have been part of the protest, others say they were mere victims of circumstances. The youthful victims said the demonstrations were peaceful, but unknown persons brought chaos that triggered police to use excess force. They're calling on President William Ruto to heed to the cry of Kenyans to stabilize the country's economy and make life bearable for ordinary Kenyans.
Nilikuwa na risasi kwa mguu, lakini nikaenda hii hospitali, wamenitoa, nimetoka theater saa hii, na saa hii ndio niko hapa.
Hali askari walianza kurusha tu marisasi. Mimi nikiwa tu kwa gari, nilikuja nikanipata, nikaruka chini. Saa hata sikujua wenye nilifika kwa hospitali. Lakini nilitolewa moja ndio bado haijatolewa. Ndio naenda kutolewa.
Now, the National Council of Elders in Kenya have called on President William Ruto to crack the whip on corrupt officials in his government to spare the country further protests. Speaking in Nairobi, led by their patron, that is retired Captain Kungu Muigai, the elders regretted that those entrusted with public office had turned into displaying their opulence to the majority struggling Kenyans with little regard, and want a lifestyle audit to be undertaken on all elected and appointed leaders.
The increased cases of corruption in the country has raised concern from a section of elders. The National Council of Elders in Kenya, led by their patron retired Kungu Muigai, urging the head of state to deal decisively with all those involved in looting public coffers.
Corruption has permeated government, the executive, the legislature, the judiciary, and it is like a cancer that eats at the core of our republic. This country loses 2 billion shillings every day through theft and corruption.
The elders wonder how a section of government officials have suddenly become filthy rich, and called on lifestyle audit to be undertaken to ascertain the source of their wealth.
We see people who've been in power for the last less than 2 years, buying houses here and abroad, hundreds of millions, flying in choppers, which they call bicycles, donating millions of money every weekend. But these young people are watching. We want our investigative agency to do a lifestyle audit on all elected and appointed officers.
The elders urging the government to address the issue of unemployment amongst the youth.
Those children revolting are jobless. Why? Because of corruption. We have heard what they have said, what they have demanded, and as elders, we would like to back those demands because we think and we know they are legitimate. Your voice has been heard. Don't ban the country.
Meanwhile, Kericho Council of Elders have urged young people in the area to be cautious with their action. The elders said whereas the young people had a right to peaceful demonstration, destruction of property will not address their demands.
Kitu mimi nataka ni vile rais amesema aongee na watu kesho na wasikizane vile iko.
While performing rituals and re-erecting a UDA party symbols that was brought down last week in Kericho town, the elders urged the youth in the area to always champion peace and not hate.
Sasa hii mambo ya tumeweka leo Wilbaro juu. Hii ni kiunganisho. Ni kiunganisho tu ya kusema Kericho we are united.
Well, that story by Timothy Kipnusu brings us to our first break. I'll be back with more news, including business and sports.
Hivi ndivyo tunafaa kuwa ni wenye kufikiria na kuchukua mafundisho kutoka kwa Bwana Mtume sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ya kwamba baya lolote utakalokwenda kulifanya litakuja kufanywa kwako wewe, litakuja kufanywa katika mlango wako.
Na maneno sijakataa, lakini kumwangukia mbura. Ninakwambia tumechoka na maneno.
Ndio wakati wa kuchukua pete yetu.
Nafahamu yote.
Pete ile iko mikononi mwa kizazi kibaya kitachotuangamiza.
Nahisi kushindwa. Ipo muhimu wewe kujikakamua. Kwa sababu gani? Nuru simwache. Anatuharibia amani kwenye mahaba yetu. Nataka mdhibiti, ndo aniachie Kalume wangu.
Fanya vile ninavyokuambia. Kabla huyo mtu sijamfanyia kitu, kisiwa hiki kikamuhurumia.
Nataka ufanye uchunguzi. Ujue pale nyumbani kwa babako yuafuata nani au yuafuata nini.
Now, body shaming can be carried out in person or remotely via social media or the internet.
So for me, it was never an issue. It became an issue when now I joined high school.
Yes.
And you know now teenagers, how very brutal. So your classmates go like, I think unafaa kuwa unakimbia laps. You should be running laps in the field.
Does social media play a role in promoting body shaming? And if yes, how?
When I gave birth, I would take photos like normal and I post it, and I started noticing the comments. So I would take photos here.
Yeah.
Selfie, and then I don't post this side.
Yeah.
Because it was too much. The comments were too much. It was too many, even strangers.
Even
people
strangers.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And then the worst thing is, in the comment section below, they tag your husband.
People hide behind anonymity.
Yes.
So if I come to your page, I won't post as Audrey. I'll have created a pseudo account so that I can say whatever I want to say to you.
From a real experience, I've been very skinny. I've been a toothpick. They judged me. They bullied me. I was biggie, 105. They judged me. They bullied me. So there's no perfect body for the society.
Thank you for staying with us. Let's look at business now, where the economy grew at a rate of 5% during the first 3 months of 2024, supported by agriculture due to favorable weather, the services sectors and real estate. This is slower than the 5.5% economic growth rate recorded during a similar period in 2023 due to slower growth recorded by agriculture and manufacturing, as well as deceleration in construction and transport.
Agriculture, which accounts for a third of Kenya's gross domestic product, registered a growth rate of 6.1% during the first 3 months of the year, which is lower than the 6.4% registered in the first quarter of 2023. The growth in the agricultural sector was powered by favorable weather and government interventions that led to enhanced production. There were increases in tea, milk and sugarcane production, as well as declines in exports of coffee, fruits and cut flowers. The manufacturing sector also slowed to 1.3% as compared to 1.7% growth rate recorded during the first 3 months of 2023. This was mainly due to declines in cement and soft drinks production, which outweighed increases recorded by tea and dairy processing. The Kenya National Bureau of Statistics says the construction sector registered a deaccelerated growth of 0.1%, down from the 3.0% growth recorded in the first quarter of 2023 due to a 12.7% decline in cement consumption. Transportation and storage sector registered a deaccelerated growth of 3.8% compared to a 6.6% growth recorded in the same quarter of 2023.
Now moving on, business activity recorded the sharpest decline in 7 months, as seen in June, driven by the ongoing nationwide protest and policy uncertainty leading to negative impacts on sales. The latest Stanbic Bank Kenya's Purchasing Managers Index indicate that new business intakes also took a nosedive at the fastest rate since November last year, focusing a dip in business confidence and slower job creation.
The headline Purchasing Managers Index was a reading of 47.2 in June 2024, falling below the 50.0 neutral mark. The severe decline contrasted notably with the index's 16-month high reading of 51.8 in May, as the cost of living crisis exacerbated the country's economic outlook. Employment numbers continued to rise, however, remained the weakest ever seen to date. Despite reduced fuel prices and stronger exchange rates, overall input prices rose for the first time in 3 months. With the exception of the manufacturing and construction sector, purchasing costs increased within the wholesale and retail, agriculture and service sectors. Firms contracted their inventories as higher taxation on products drove up costs, leading to reduced purchasing activity. The latest Stanbic Bank Kenya Purchasing Managers Index survey shows that the drop in sales in Kenyan businesses tempered efforts to expand capacity, leading to only a slight rise in output price in June. Expectations regarding output over the next 12 months slipped to a 4-month low as economic challenges led to firms showing less optimism towards future sales and output forecasts.
Let's look at sports now, where the Kenya Sevens rugby squad to the 2024 Olympic Games has been named, with 10 players set to make their debut in the quadrennial showpiece, while co-captain, that is Vincent Onyala, and Herman Humwa will be making their second appearance. The team is scheduled to leave the country on Monday for intensified training in Miramas before they head to Paris.
Shujaa, who have been camping at Kasarani since they reclaimed their co-status in the World Rugby HSBC 7 Series, will be making their third appearance in the Olympic Games with a new crop of players who are hungry for more success after an outstanding season. The debutants, who will be accompanied by 2 reserves, include all the players who were instrumental in Kenya's promotion battle in the Challenger Cup. That is co-captain Tony Omondi, Samuel Asati, Kevin Wekesa, Brian Tanga, Patrick Odongo, Lamek Ambetsa, Nigel Amaita, Chris Hunt Ojwang, John Okoth and George Oro.
There's so much at stake because we've worked hard, and I think as a team, our main goal is a podium finish. That starts from the quarters onto the semis, and definitely third place, second place, or the first place is good to us.
For the season, it's been a good season. The young boys have really brought up their A game, and it's been a good season for us. We've managed to come back to the series, and we also managed to qualify the Olympics. And how the boys have been prepared, I think it's a good preparation right now.
Head coach Kevin Wambua, who will also be making his debut in the Olympic Games, said he has faith in the team, which has sacrificed a lot, determined to get past their first hurdle onto the knockout stages.
The players are the reason why I wake up every single morning and try hard to be better. They've been so cooperative. They are very coachable. They are very disciplined, and that's what any coach wants. So for me, I'll continue backing the boys because they're backing me. They're trusting in the system. They're trusting in the processes. So we work hard to complement each other and see where this journey takes us.
The Kenya Sevens rugby team, who qualified for the Olympics as the African champions, are drawn in Pool B in the Rugby Sevens tournament with Argentina, Samoa and Australia, with the competition set to begin on the 24th of July this year in Paris.
Well, the World Athletics has ratified the women's world marathon record set by Kenya's Paris Jepchirchir early this year. The Kenya marathoners set a new women-only world record of 2 hours, 16 minutes and 16 seconds in April this year when she won the London Marathon to improve the previous record held by her compatriot, that is Mary Keitany, by 45 seconds. The World Athletics also ratified the women's world indoor 60-meter hurdles record of 7.65 seconds set by Bahamas' Devin Charlton during the World Indoor Athletics Championship in Glasgow. Meanwhile, the Kenya Ice Stock Sport team is back from the 10th Africa Cup in Libreville, where they won 2 gold and 2 silver medals. The gold medals were won by German-based Mary Kagwiria and Douglas Sang in the individual competition, as Judith Riungo bagged a silver. Kenya was represented by a team of 4 players in the continental ice stock sport, who also came back with a silver medal from the team competition. Well, that's where we end the news this morning. Thank you so much for your time. Remember, today is Thursday, and that means it's Entertainment Thursday. Vivian Degwe is here together with DJ Unique to take you through the rest of the program. My name is Marie Ambo. God bless.
You're gonna figure it out. I'm alone now. Somebody take me back to the innocence. I'm tired of this. These streets of Nairobi, streets of Nairobi. Why did nobody want me? Somebody take me back to the innocence. I'm tired of this. These streets of Nairobi, streets of Nairobi. Why did nobody want me? for the night. DJ Unique, the message. Gonna figure fine. I have contemplated these lies before. Now I'm here and I'm ready for. I was happy in my mama's house. I thought I wasn't, and I wonder how. I didn't wanna come out. Said you got a way out. Said you're gonna figure it out. I'm alone now. Happy in my mama's house. I thought I wasn't, and I wonder how. I didn't wanna come out. Said you got a way out. Said you're gonna figure it out. I'm alone now. Somebody take me back to the innocence. I'm tired of this. These streets of Nairobi, streets of Nairobi.
Unajua, token mita yako inahitaji system update. Ni rahisi na ni free. Ukipata ujumbe kutoka Kenya Power, yani SMS, weka kodi ya kwanza kureset, alafu weke kodi ya pili kuupdate ili token mita yako iendelee kufanya kazi kama kawaida. Update token mita yako. Ujumbe huu umeletwa kwako na Kenya Power and Lighting Company.
Wiki hii kwenye mkulima tutajifunza jinsi ya kulima maeneo kame.
Ningetaka kuambia vijana, sababu hata vijana tuko na wao manyumbani, vile wanaweza kuingia kwa kilimo na itawasaidia. Sababu kama mimi uzee wangu huo wote nimefika hapo na kilimo.
Nairobi kuna opportunities, kuna kazi, as long ujikubali na kubali kufanya kazi yote ile itatokea kwa group yako.
Usikose kujiunga nasi Jumamosi saa 10:30 hapa KBC Channel 1 kwa mseto kamili wa kilimo.
Choka na maneno. Sijakataa, lakini kumwangukia mbura. Ninakwambia tumechoka na maneno.
Ndio wakati wa kuchukua pete yetu.
Nafahamu yote.
Pete ile iko mikononi mwa kizazi kibaya kitachotuangamiza.
Nahisi kushindwa.
Ipo muhimu wewe kujikakamua.
Kwa sababu gani?
Nuru usimwache. Anatuharibia amani kwenye mahaba yetu. Nataka mdhibiti, ndo aniachie kalume wangu.
Fanya vile ninavyokuambia. Kabla huyo mtu sijamfanyia kitu, kisiwa hiki kikamuhurumia.
Nataka ufanye uchunguzi. Ujue pale nyumbani kwa babako yofuata nani au yofuata nini.
Guardian angel talking about hello.
7 Heaven Music.
Teddy me.
Nikiwa nahitaji nikutafute, haunipatia hivi sababu. Iwe ni hali ya dharura, nikikuita tu unaitika. Nikiwa nayo hali nikutafute, haunipegi hivi sababu. Iwe ni hali ya dharura, nikikuita tu unaitika. Hello. Walipotushika wakasepa, ila bado tukikutafuta tunapata tu, kikuita unaitika tu, kuita unaitika. We ni Mungu badiliki, ahadi zako kwetu hazifutiki. Kwenye faraja na kwenye dhiki, wendo unabaki tu hauoneki. Na we ni Mungu badiliki, ahadi zako kwetu hazifutiki. Kwenye faraja na kwenye dhiki, wendo unabaki tu hauoneki. Anahitaji hata kukimbia, asikipata habari umefanikiwa, usiku wa manane tu atakupigia. Unapompa siri ya mafanikio yako, anatafuta mbinu wa kushusha chini, na akifunga mlango wa kuingilia, ukibisha mlango Mungu atakufungulia. Akifunga mlango wa kuingilia, ukibisha mlango Mungu atakufungulia. Anahitaji nikutafute, haunipatia hivi sababu. Iwe ni hali ya dharura, nikikuita tu unaitika.
Yes. And that is how we start off Entertainment Thursday today with our artist of the day, our first artist of the day being Dan. Yes. Dan, mambo vipi?
Poa sana.
Uko mzima?
Nashukuru.
Na kwa wale ambao wanakutizama for the very first time, can you just introduce yourself to them? Who exactly is Dan?
Dan Mogore ni mwimbaji wa nyimbo za Injili. Ameokoka, anapenda Yesu, ni Mkenya. Yes.
All right. So kuna hiyo nyimbo ambayo tumetoka tukusikiza sasa hivi. It's a collaboration that you've done with Guardian Angel.
Correct.
Tell me about the song.
Nyimbo yenyewe tu inajieleza yenyewe. It's about encouragement. At least kujaribu kuambia watu kuna mtu unaweza ukamuita akakusikia. Hello, inamaanisha ni Mungu nikiwa na shida, nikiwa na hitaji lolote nataka kumueleza mtu. Mwanadamu anaweza kosa kunisikiza lakini Mungu muda wote atanisikia. Yani inspiration tu ya kuambia mtu kwamba kuna mahali unaweza ukakimbia ukapata usalama, ukapata faraja kwa Mungu peke yake. Yes.
Beautiful message right there. Na ulilanda je on Guardian Angel? How did you get to have that collaboration or work together?
Guardian has been a good friend for many years. Tulijuana kitambo, kwa hiyo ile katika harakati za kufikiria mtu kufanya naye nyimbo, nimefanya na watu wengi nyimbo, lakini Guardian pia alikuwa ni mmoja ambapo nilimfikiria ni mtu ambaye tunaweza kufanya kazi naye kwa sababu pia ni mwimbaji anafanya vizuri. Wakati kwa najaribu nataka kutoa nyimbo ya Hello nilimuhusisha na come through.
Na ikakuwa ndo hivyo.
Kabisa.
Alright, so inspiration yako ya kuingia katika muziki ilitoka wapi?
Za calling. Ni mwito. Mimi sikuingia kwa uimbaji, sikuwa najua siku moja nitakuwa muimbaji. Lakini nimekuwa maisha yangu nilizaliwa kwenye kanisa dini. Lakini sasa kuna wakati nilimake decision ya kukataka kuwa na ushirika wangu kivyangu na Mungu wangu. Na hapo ndo nilipata mwito wa kwanza kuwa muimbaji, sasa kuimba nyimbo za Injili. Yes.
So your first recorded song ulifanya mwaka upi?
Kitambo. 2010.
2010.
Yes.
That's when you did your first song, officially recording the song.
Kabisa.
What was it all about?
Ilikuwa ni worship, praise and worship songs. Because I'm also a worship leader.
Okay, okay. So hiyo jani kwanzia wakati 2010 ambao ulirecord your first song to now, how would you say that journey has been for you?
Haijakuwa rahisi hivyo, mambo yamekuwa mengi. Kuna time pia nilistop kuimba around 7 years. From 2013 mpaka 2020. From 2020 sasa ndo nimekuwa nikiimba consistent.
7 years ni nyingi. Ukiwa umeamua hata nitulize mwanzo.
Kabisa.
Sababu zilikuwa zipi?
Sababu zilikuwa ni nyingi, ila kuna wakati niliwahi, sita kwenda kwa detail sana, lakini kuna wakati niliwahi jiunga na kanisa fulani likanirudisha nyuma kidogo. Hiyo ni story for another day, kwa sababu tukaanza kuongelea sasa hivi tunaweza tukamaliza hapa 1 hour.
Okay. I feel like I'm interested to know at least some beats. Kwa sababu wafanya ngoma za Injili, right? Alafu wasema kanisa ambao ulijiunga nao ndio ilifanya slow down.
Nifupishe ili nifupishe.
Tafadhali.
Isiwe ndefu sana. So kila kanisa yenye unaenda ama sio kila kanisa yenye unaingia ukiamini kwamba inamwabudu Mungu wa kweli. Unaweza ukaingia kwenye kanisa ukakuta unamwabudu Mungu badala ya kumwabudu Mungu. Sababu niliingia pale nikifikiria pengine ile ni kanisa nzuri na mwabudu Mungu. Unakuta watu wote hapo ni mami daddy. Wanaita pastor mami daddy. Kwa hiyo nilipojiunga na ile kanisa ni waste. Kiukweli wale watu wanajua maisha yangu yalishuka. Kama ni kurekodi sikuwa na rekodi. Tuko pale kwa sababu badala umtukuze Mungu unaambiwa sasa wewe wanafaa chochote unataka kufanya muzishe sijui babako sijui nini ndo babako. Afu yeye mwenyewe anakuambia I carry the grace. So chochote anakuambia ni kama vile anakuogopesha, lakini kwa njia moja au nyingine usipokuwa na ushirika wako na Mungu atakupotosha. Thank God for COVID wakati ilikuja ilitupatia muda mzuri wa kujirudia na kuwa na ushirika na Mungu. Kwa hiyo ilikuwa ni personal relationship wakati wa COVID, uko wewe kwa nyumba wakaeka ile curfew hakuna kutoka, wewe tukawa sisi wote tunakaa kwa nyumba. Kwa hiyo ndo muda nilipata sasa muda mzuri wa kukaa mimi na Mungu sasa. Na Mungu akaniambia hapa ulipo torokea maisha yako. Na toka 2020 ni miaka michache nimefanikiwa kufanya nyimbo nyingi, collabo nyingi. Nimefanya na Good Luck, nimefanya na Guardian, nimefanya na Deno, Komando wa Yesu, Alikuana, Masi wa Iregi. Na zote zimekuwa zikifanya vizuri. Kwa naweza sema kwamba ni wakati mzuri Mungu alinirejesha.
Ashasema.
Alright,
so I nakubaliana nawe kabisa kwa sababu we've seen people get into religion so much that they no longer praise God, they are praising that religion. Na tumeona zingine zinakuwa kama ambaye ni cult. I mean, we saw ile mambo ya Shakahola. So I get what you're saying, you know, and mtu anafaa awe na personal relationship
na Mungu wako.
Yani wewe ilikutake
yani mjue Mungu zaidi ya pasta wako na zaidi ya kanisa lako. Yes.
Uniko unajua pasta au unajua Mungu.
Kwa sababu kuna watu wanaamini kwamba yani nikiwa karibu na pasta niko karibu na Mungu. Na ukiangalia New Testament, purpose ya New Testament ilikuwa ni kwamba Yesu alikupa access direct kwa Mungu. Kwa hiyo hata ukiwa nani una uwezo wa kumfikia Mungu bila kupitia kwa pasta. Lakini pasta wa madivert siku hizi anataka upitie kwake ndio ufikie Mungu. Anaona yeye anasema mimi ndio nimebeba neema yako bila mimi uendi popote. Mpaka anakuambia ukitoa hela yako hapo unabarikiwa. Hela yako si lazima umpe pasta. Hela yako kula, shiba, shughulika na vitu vingine alafu mfanyie Mungu kazi.
Ukitaka kutoa pia waweza toa. Toa
kwa hiari kwa sababu Biblia inasema umebarikiwa mkono unaotoa kwa hiari sio kwa kulazimisha. Lakini siku hizi ni kama unapushiwa, usipotoa wewe utalaniwa. Wewe inakuwa ni kama ni vitisho. Ndio maana utakuta mtu anajitoa sana kwa kanisa lakini maisha yake yanashuka sana. The more anajicommit, hajajicommit kwa Mungu, amejicommit kwa pastor na kwa kanisa. Anasahau kwamba unaweza ukajicommit kwa Mungu sana. Kila kitu unafanya unataka Mungu apate utukufu, si mtu apate utukufu. Lakini siku hizo unakuta mtu akitaka ajue, akitoa anataka kanisa imrecognize. Lazima pastor ajue mimi ndio huwa ninatoa sana. Kwa hiyo inakuwa ile motive inakuwa ni mbaya. Inachangia watu wengi kuona kama kanisa haina ukubwa ama haina umuhimu sana. Lakini kanisa ni kitu cha maana sana, especially kwa society. Ndio maana utakuta kama sasa hivi kanisa linashuka kwa sababu misimamo yao kidogo inachanganya. Inabidi kanisa lijirudie.
Nakubaliana nawe kabisa manake as in these are things that we've been witnessing. I mean, we're seeing some pastors on TikTok and whatever they are doing on there is not really reflecting to what they should be doing. And yeah, mtu ajijue mwenyewe na awe na a personal relationship with God and then now mambo yatasonga. Tuseme watu wasiende kanisani, kanisa ni muhimu. Nenda kanisani but have a personal relationship with God. Would you say that maybe hii mambo ya haya mambo ya dini saa zingine pia yanarudisha nyuma waimbaji wao? Umesema ili kurudisha nyuma. You know, for the longest time people have been complaining that gospel music sasa hivi ya Kenya haiko pale ambapo ilikuwa. You know, there's a time gospel music was the it in this country. Yani hata gospel awards za Kenya zikifanyika and all that, we had secular artists wanting to be recognized that they are there and all that because gospel music was running the show in Kenya. Right now we cannot say the same. I mean, naona inaanza kurudi lakini bado. Waweza sema yani nini inachangia kwa gospel music kutokuwa pale ambapo ilikuwa like some years back?
Kwangu mimi ni huwa nina wazo tofauti. Hiyo gospel iliyokuwepo haikuwa gospel. Ilikuwa ni industry tu, ni biashara tu. Kwa sababu ukitaka kujua haikuwa gospel, kuna wimbo uliimbwa tuseme let's say 2013 na kuna wimbo uliimbwa 204. Ni kama nyimbo za Angela marehemu ziliimbwa nyuma za wasanii wenye walitoka gospel wakaenda secular. Lakini hizo nyimbo tunazisikiza mpaka sasa hivi. Watu kama Kigame waliimba nyimbo za kitambo, tunaomba uwepo wako uende nasi. Kuna nyimbo zilikuja zikaimbwa 2014, sasa hizi hatuzisikii. Lakini una prefer usikize nyimbo ya 202, 208. Mbona message chenye walikuwa wamebeba haikuwa message, ilikuwa tu ni vitu za kusisimua. Na vitu za kusisimua tu, unataka kuimba kulingana na vile wanadamu wanakupatia direction. Na hiyo ndio kitu ili mess. So watu wakawa wanajiona kwamba niko kwa gospel. Gospel nafikiri hata wewe uliimba wimbo baba pokea sifa, ulimba ukiwa mdogo. Mpaka sasa hivi tunauimba kwenye kanisa, mbona hujaisha? Tafuta wimbo, niambie msanii mmoja mwenye alitoka kwa gospel, wimbo wake wenye unachezwa mpaka sasa hivi.
Ambaye alishatoka.
Mwenye ametoka kwa gospel. Gospel moja yenye ulisikie, kwa sababu wakati watu wanasema gospel ilikuwa juu, nipatie wimbo moja wenye ulikuwa gospel wenye ulihit hiyo season mpaka sasa hivi tunausikiza.
Nisaidie DJ. Gani wewe unachezanga hizi muziki gani ambayo ilikuwa back then na mpaka sasa hizi bado inaingia kwa playlist yako ukicheza gospel?
Kwenye walitoka?
Wale ambao walishaamua sisi tumenawa. Hakuna.
Because hazikuwa gospel. Zilikuwa ni nyimbo za kusisimua. Mtu anaimba kulingana na vile anaambiwa. Instructions za watu. Kwa hiyo ilirudi chini, lakini Mungu anabaki kuwa Mungu.
So wewe wasema kuwa back then ambayo tunasema gospel ilikuwa take over, it was just the industry,
business, ni industry za watu. God is the same yesterday, today and forever. He never changed. Hakuna kitu inaweza kuja ipandishe Mungu halafu imshukishe. He's the same God. Ukisema eti gospel ilikuwa juu na ikashuka, ni kumaanisha Mungu alikuwa amepanda akashuka. Mungu hapandi wala ashuki. Yani God, he remains God in every season. Mungu ni Mungu. Hakuna kitu ya kumpandisha ama kumshukisha. Anabaki kuwa mbigi kama alikuwa mbigi ni mbigi. 24/7, kila minute, kila second, Mungu ni Mungu.
Kwa hiyo sasa hivi, according to you, like we are in the right place.
Kabisa.
Kwa sababu industry haivumi as much.
Kabisa. Sasa hizi kwanza wenye wanaimba gospel.
Lakini sasa
waimbe maandiko.
Mwatengeza vipi?
Yes. Mungu kwanza unafaa ujue gold and silver belongs to God. Wakati una serve God, unafaa ujue una serve nani. He's the King of Kings. He's the possessor of heaven and earth. Hakuna kitu eti ati unaimba eti sasa unasema unafanyia God favor. Actually kuimba ni opportunity. God akikupatia hiyo ministry ni opportunity amekupatia tu. Unafaa ujue ni privilege. Even to be called a gospel artist is a privilege. Kwa sababu Mungu anaweza akatumia hata hii taa yenye imenimulika hapa iimbe. So ni privilege umepewa tu serve God. Wewe akikupatia hiyo gift anajua atakusustain. God akikupatia gift anajua hii gift itakufungulia njia, because Bible inasema kipawa cha mtu mfungulia njia. Wakati uko na gift, hiyo gift itumie vizuri, Mungu atakupeleka popote. Gospel artist wengi wenye tunaona hata kina Don Moen, they're very rich, kina Snatch, very rich. Mbona watu jei kuwasikia kwa club wameenda kuimba club ndio wakuwe na pesa, ama kungangana kutafuta kika ma gigs ndio upate pesa mingi. God akona uwezo wa kuprovidea mtu. Ni wewe tu jielewa na ukimbie kwa line yako. Hatutawahi kuungana. Ukikimbia kwa line yako pesa zitakutafuta tu. Mbona mimi sijai kosa hela? Since nianze kuimba gospel, sijai kosa hela. Zinakujaga tu, zinakutafutaga tu. Bora tu ujue stand yako na ujue unatukia nani. Mungu ni tajiri kuliko kila mtu.
Kweli Mungu ni tajiri. He's the owner of silver and gold,
yes.
You know, all of those things are his.
Kabisa.
Kwa hiyo sasa umesema gospel ibaki kuwa ministry and not an industry.
Gospel ni ministry.
Okay.
Actually lazima ujue umeitiwa nini. Na sisi wote hatuwezi fanana. Kuna yule ameitwa wa kuimba nyimbo za ku-encourage peke yake. Kuna yule ameitwa kuimba worship peke yake. Wewe kimbia kwa line yako. Bora tu najua mimi sijatoka kwa maandiko na sijatoka kwa njia za Mwenyezi Mungu. Ninachokifanya kinaendana na maadili ya Kikristo. Wacha mtu akikuona kutoka mbali anaweza relate na wewe. Wacheki mtu kama Petro, kuna time alisema Yesu mimi sikujui, mimi hata simjui. Wewe Yesu mnamuongelea simjui. Hata kama mbona hata vile unaongea tu kama Mkristo. Mbona hata vile una behave tu ni Mkristo. Yaani kuna mtu hata uhitaji kumwambia wewe unaimba gospel. Akikuona tu atasema this is a gospel artist. Vile tu unaimba, vile tu unaongea. Atajua huyu ni wa gospel. Lakini huyu ana zake tu. Kwa hiyo haijifichi.
All right, we get you on that. Now kuna ile nyimbo ambayo umefanya na Good Luck.
Yes.
Tell me about that song, how it came to be, you know, wewe kupatana na Good Luck and nyimbo yenyewe kuwa
Good Luck alikuja hapa I think ni 1 year ago. Alikuwa huko Nairobi tukakutana. Pia kuna mtu aliniunganisha naye lakini tunakuwa tu tukiwasiliana. So wakati alikuja ilikuwa rahisi kukutana na kufanya nyimbo. Studio tukaiachia. Nyimbo yenyewe ilikuwa inajiita Najidai. Najidai ilikuwa ni nyimbo ya kujisifia yale mema Mungu amekutendea. Yes.
Uko na hiyo ngoma? Tuweza tukaisikiza alafu turudi tumalizie. Alright. Najidai.
Hata kama sina umbo kama lako wewe, naomba usinipuuze. Usinipuuze wewe. Naomba usinipuuze. Hata kama sivali kama wewe bwana, naomba usinipuuze. Usinipuuze wewe. Naomba usinipuuze. Kuna story ya bwana fulani ni msome tena ameondoa, kwa mapigo yake nimepona, nasikia kujidai, gharama zangu zimelipwa, aibu yangu ameondoa, kwa mapigo yake nimepona, nasikia kujidai.
Yes, and that is the song that he has done with Good Luck, that is Naji Dai. It's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
So wewe ndo uchague nani ambaye utafanya kazi naye, waangalia nini?
Talent ni kitu muhimu, sababu Mungu anapenda standard na pia Mungu anapenda vitu vizuri. Pia inategemea na mtu, unajua kuna mtu kafanya naye nyimbo mta blend tu. Na kuna mwingine ukijaribu kufanya naye unaona kidogo sauti yake, vitu zile anafanya pia pengine amta blend kwa so mtafuta tu mtu unaona unaweza fanya naye.
Naangalia mtu ambaye pia mnaendana. All right, Unique, uliza swali.
Since umefanya collabo mingi,
yes,
what is your favorite collabo yenye uliona ile yenye tulianza ku struggle sana kupatana na artist na kaenda through?
Nyakati zote. Nyakati zote was my favorite. Nyakati zote was my favorite. Nilifanya na Deno inaitwa Nyakati zote.
Nilikuwa nadhani unacheza safe, unasema nyakati zote like kila wakati.
Inaitwa Nyakati zote. Nyakati zote. Okay, zote ni nzuri kwa sababu nyimbo zangu zote inaona hazikuwa na ugumu. Collabo zote nimefanya hazikuwa na ugumu. Na zili flow tu poa. But Nyakati zote naipenda kwa sababu za worship song inaongelea Mungu peke yake. Hakuna mahali nimejifariji, hakuna mahali nimesema anything, nimeongelea tu purely worship.
There's another song inaitwa Usinipuuze, the one you promoted.
Usinipuuze, Usinipuuze is my latest song. Usinipuuze ni ile tu ni message tu na pass kwa watu kwamba leo tumekutana na wewe hapa, tujuane, sijui kesho ndakupata wapi. Wewe unapokuona nisikupuuze tu, yani kwa sababu sijui leo Mungu anaweza akakutumia akakuinua wewe ukakuwa baraka kwangu, ama mimi nikakuwa baraka kwako. Kwa hiyo mtu yote unayekutana naye kwenye maisha ni mtu wa maana sana. Usimpuuze tu kasema huyu. Sasa kwanza hata alivyovalia, anavyoonekana, pengine hatuwezi kusaidiana na kitu, lakini hujui kesho Mungu anamweka wapi. Kwa hiyo ni nyimbo tu ya kukua rat tu, yani usimpuuze mtu yote. Kila mtu ni wa maana na ana umuhimu kwenye maisha yako.
Sema wanaokudharau siku moja tutasalimia kwa heshima.
Kwa hiyo
usipuuze mtu yoyote, maana hujui kesho yake itakuwa vipi. Kuna kitu mtaja nikaona kuwa most of the times artists wa gospel wanaimba, hata si gospel peke yake, mtu akitoa nyimbo ambazo ni za kufariji mtu huwa zinasonga sana. Kwa nini?
Mbona watu wanapenda faraja? Hakuna mtu apendi kuambiwa kesho uta make it. Na hiyo pia kuna watu wanatumianga advantage ya kupora watu kwa sababu kila mtu anataka faraja. Yaani unataka hata mtoto wako usipompa faraja kwenye masomo pengine utakuta hata perform vizuri. Unakuta hata mtu, unajua kila mtu ni wa maana. Maana unasema usimpuuze mtu yote. Yaani ukimpa mtu faraja anafarijika, anajisikia kufanya. Hata kama leo amekuja hapa, kama umekuja asubuhi, kutana mtu amekwambia dada unakaa vizuri, unapendeza, na kweli unapendeza. Unaenda unasikia roho yako iko juu. Ukimaliza show mtu anakuinika kwamba thank you, umefanya kazi nzuri. Unakuwa na hiyo faraja. Kwa kila mtu anapenda faraja. Ndio maana ukifanya wimbo wa kumfariji mtu unaenda haraka kwa sababu kila mtu anataka kusikia neno la kumfariji. Especially kama sasa hivi nchi yetu inataka faraja. Hata rais mwenyewe anataka faraja. Sababu hakuna mtu apendi faraja.
So
na hata ukiangalia 90% ya maneno yenye yako kwa Biblia ni faraja. Usivunjike moyo, niko na wewe mpaka mwisho wa dhahari, unakuwa na confidence. Ombeni lolote mtakalo nitawapea. Hauwezi kumwomba baba mkate akupe jiwe, hiyo ni faraja. Yani 90% ya maneno ya Biblia ni faraja. Kwa sababu ndio maana maandiko yanasema adui anakuja kuiba na kuharibu na kuua, lakini Yesu anakuja ili tuwe na uzima, tena tuwe nao tele tele. Kwa hiyo bado hiyo ni faraja. Yes.
All right, so that's a free tip to someone who's just looking to get into the industry. Ukimba nyimbo zako za faraja zitasonga mse, zitasonga. And now as we come to the end of the interview, unaweza kuelezea watu pale ambapo watapata nyimbo zako, na wewe mwenyewe pia kwa social media wanakupata vipi? Kamera yako ile pale.
Nyimbo zangu zote YouTube ziko, Boomplay, Spotify, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram ni Dani Mogore. Mogore ndio huwa inachanganya watu kidogo, unaita Mogure lakini si Mogure, ni M-O-G-O-R-E. Ukiandika tu Dani Mogore kila mahali utanipata. Na pia nimenominatiwa kwa East Africa Award. Unaweza ukavotia Hello kama Collab of the Year, na Jidai kama Song of the Year, na Rinki itakuwa on kuanzia tarehe 17 next month. Yeah.
So you have 2 categories that you've been nominated on.
Na Usinipuze pia kama Video of the Year. 3 categories.
3. Yeah. Now they know where to go and find you on social media, so watakufuata huko waweze kujua vile ambavyo watakuwa wanakuvotia on that particular on those particular categories. Thank you so much for coming through to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You are a talented artist, so keep doing what you're doing and all the best.
Thank you so much.
All right, this is where we end this particular interview, but don't you go too far because we have a lot more in store for you. Entertainment Thursday it is. Stay tuned.
Wake na majira yake na nisishinde kungoja, siku yangu ikifika wewe Mungu atanipa. Kwa hiyo kiniona niko chini leo, naomba usinipuuze, hata kama sina pesa kama zako wewe, naomba usinipuuze, hata kama sina umbo kama lako wewe, naomba usinipuuze, usinipuuze wewe, naomba usinipuuze, hata kama sivali kama wewe. Naomba usinipuuze, usinipuuze wewe, naomba usinipuuze. Si unajua pia siku hazifanani, na tena pia siku hazigandi. Aliyekosa leo kesho anapata, aliyekuwa chini kesho anainuka. Yule Mungu aliyewapa jana hata leo atanipa na mimi. Yule Mungu alibariki jana hata leo atabariki kwangu. Anamtoa mtu hapa chini ya mavumbi, anamuweka hapa juu ale na wakuu. Anamtoa mtu hapa chini ya mavumbi, anamuweka hapa juu ale na wakuu. Kwa hiyo kiniona niko chini wewe, naomba usinipuuze, hata kama sina pesa kama zako wewe, naomba usinipuuze, hata kama kubishana na watu kwa comments, offense, nimeweka defense. To be honest, I just wanna be with you and I know vex. I just wanna be with you and I know best. I just wanna be with you, yeah. You elevate, and when we did together we marinate. And everything you say I resonate. And when I day inside you, you lulate. I li on fire, too easy. I'm feeling it, I'm loving you. You make it too easy. I'm touching you.
Sijakataa, lakini kumwangukia mbura. Nimekwambia tumechoka na maneno.
Ndio wakati wa kuchukua pete yetu.
Nafahamu yote.
Pete ile iko mikononi mwa kizazi kibaya kitachotuangamiza.
Nahisi kushindwa. Ipo muhimu wewe kujikakamua. Kwa sababu gani? Nuru usimwache. Anatuharibia amani kwenye mahaba yetu. Nataka mdhibiti, ndo aniachie Kalume wangu.
Fanya vile ninavyokuambia. Kabla huyo mtu sijamfanyia kitu, kisiwa hiki kikamuhurumia.
Nataka ufanye uchunguzi. Ujue pale nyumbani kwa babako yuafuata nani au yuafuata nini.
Ubaya wangu, upweke wangu na dhambi zangu.
We are doing a follow-up on a story that we did about a pastor who was arrested 7 years because of something that he didn't do. And the follow-up is on the wife.
Kuangalia hivi nikashindwa, huyu ni bwana wangu ama si bwana wangu? Juu nguo zimejaa damu. Amegongwa hapa, magistrate kuingia akamsomea the charges. Akamuuliza kama amekubali the charges. Ile kitu ilinishtua, alisema amekubali the charges. Niko na magistrate amemwangalia hivi akashangaa. Ameanza sasa kusoma the ruling. Sasa unfortunately alisoma the ruling akasema ya kwamba amepatikana na hatia na amesentensiwa to suffer death by hanging.
All right, and Entertainment Thursday continues. Right now we have a guest by the name Steve Maito, and I will allow him to introduce himself. Mambo?
Mambo poa. Yeah, I'm Steve Maito. I'm born again, gospel artist, and I love God.
All right.
Yep.
That name Maito,
yeah.
Where did it come from? Because Maito in a language I know means something else.
Maito, I derived it from my dad's name. My dad is called Caleb Mito. And then I changed it because there's a certain day someone pronounced it as Maito. And I changed it to Maito, and I also added meaning to it, meaning my time of honor. Like the MY is my, T is time, O off, and H honor.
Oh,
My time
your
of honor.
time of honor.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, Maito, you're quite new in the game.
Yeah.
So when exactly did you begin?
I actually began in 2019 there, but I was just doing it in church, and I wasn't that like more into it because I was still in school. But officially, I started this year. Is when I recorded like this song, my first official song. Yeah.
Also, umeanza like this year, like ile actively ndo umeamua sasa. Now I'm doing music as a career.
Yeah, this is because I graduated like last year.
Okay.
So I decided to venture into it fully this year. Yep.
Guardian ama mzazi alikuwa amesema lazima umalize skuli kwanza ndo uweze kuingia kwa muziki.
Yeah, you know, like African parents, that's what they usually like they say, you must finish with school before you do something else.
Yeah. So immediately you finished, you got into what you love doing, which is music.
Yeah.
So this is your first recorded song, like official recorded song.
Yeah, this is my first official. I've recorded some tracks, but do I know that official? Like I said, this is my first official song.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell me about the song.
The song, first of all, it was inspired by where I live. At that time, like I was from work. There's a certain place I usually go and hustle. And when I came from work, like I was feeling so low, and there's a church where I live. So there were people there, they were praising God and they were singing hallelujah, hallelujah. And I got that inspiration, and I said, no matter what like I'm facing, what I'm going through, like I must praise the Lord because I'm alive, I'm not dead.
That's how the song Hallelujah came to be.
Yeah, that's how the song was created.
All right. So you're still very new, as I've mentioned, in the game. Maybe what are you looking forward to as an artist?
I'm looking forward to a lot of things because like the journey is just starting. So like I need to put a lot of work, and also I have high expectations that I need to progress. No, I don't want to be where I am right now. I need to progress into higher levels. I believe that's the dream of every person venturing into something. Like your goal or your dream is to see yourself progressing to higher levels.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So that's your goal as well in the
that's
industry.
my goal. Yeah.
Who are some of the people that you normally look at and you'd say that, okay, these are the artists that are like I'm benchmarking with, like you like what they do and all?
I have a lot, but right now I can say I rock a lot with Guardian Angel because he's doing a great job, and also he's so consistent. Like he gives me like that power and also the motivation to keep on going, no matter like what people are saying about the industry, no matter like what's happening. You must keep the fire burning. Yeah, so I like Guardian Angel a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
The guest we had here before you came on mentioned something that
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. He mentioned that gospel should not be an industry. You know, we should not say gospel industry because it's not an industry. It should remain to be ministry.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that?
I agree with him, but not 100% because yes, it's ministry. Like for me to decide to sing gospel, you know, gospel is a type of music that you don't just wake up and sing. You have to get inspiration from the word. So like that's the part of ministry. But the industry side is when you go to the studio, you don't record for free, or the videos you shoot, you don't do it for free. You have to pay. So I can say at the end of it, like you have to get something from it so that it can sustain you and also help you to create other projects. Yeah, so I can say you can balance both. It can be ministry and industry at the same time, but it depends with the one who's doing it, like his motivation behind doing that thing.
But he said the moment we brought industry into gospel, that's when the gospel scene went a bit lower. Anasema, you know, God is the provider of everything, so si lazima uingie kwa showbiz ndo upate do.
I'm not saying you venture into showbiz. All I'm saying is that, like for me, I graduated, but I've not gotten the job that I studied for. So like I'm venturing into music to see if I can make an income out of it. So like even if it's ministry, but it has to sustain you. Like you can't just be singing, like venturing all your energy, your resources into it, then you get nothing out of it. You have to gain something from it. Though you can, like if you're inclined with the word, you can stick to the true purpose, which is doing it by ministry. But also God will provide, like he's saying. Like even coming to the media, I believe that is part of industry because you're here to market your music so people they can see and stream it. Yeah, so I can say ministry has to be inclined with the industry.
Yeah, they have to work together.
Yeah, they have to work
according
together. Yeah.
All right. So, what next for you now?
Right now, I'm working on another song. I've already recorded. I'm just waiting for the producer to finish mastering, and I can plan myself to do another video. Yeah.
What did you study, by the way, sijakuuliza?
I studied analytical chemistry.
Hey! Yeah. Okay. Is that something you're looking to get into, like career-wise? Do you see yourself practicing?
For me, what I've just learned, like the country you're living, the economy, me, I maximize any opportunity that I come across. I thank God for this talent that He gave me, and also I'm applying, sending CVs to different places, so that if this side works, I'm going to go with it. But I will never quit music. I have to sing for God. Yeah.
So itajipa tu.
Ndio hivyo.
Unique ulipata nini chemistry?
Hata sikufanya chemistry.
Haukufanya hata? Only drop.
Hiyo achana nayo.
Wewe unasema kufanya science yoyote?
Pressure sipendi kwa maisha.
All right, so I want you to talk to the people who are watching you right now. Speak to them.
All I can say is that to those who are watching me, I know right now the country is not like in good state, but just try to be good, try to be calm, try to be patient with the government. I believe if they're given time, they'll provide for us, like they'll manifest, they'll do all whatever they promised. So let's just be cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Chunga usisalimiwe though.
Let's be cool. I say to be cool.
Unique, kulikuwa na swali as we wind up?
No. We're good.
You don't have a question right now. All right, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you
all
so
the
much.
Best.
Thank you so much.
All right, in a couple of minutes we will be coming back. We have very, very dope artists coming up next, and then we also have some dancers. So better get your dancing shoes on because we are about to move it. See you in a bit.
Things she a knock through, but I made her land it, and she be way too fly. I made her land it, and she way too fly. I made her land it. I made her land it. I made her land it.
Girl a freak little thing, yeah. Shorty bet, girl you want wine pon the thing. Whoa, boy I fi murder. Pussy clap, tryna say me what suck your mother. Fuck up, oi, cup off fi bless it, band off fi press it. Come in say, gang in the ends of fi rep it. Me I like a pum pum, girl like me love it. Shorty wanna ride from me face and she know it. Neighborhood hero, pussy boy turn to a neighborhood zero. Oi, my nigga like a spliff in the morning, spliff in the night. Bucket ya me my tie, bucket ya me my pussy.
Genesis, what they calling me, and I feel. Yeah. Check, look. Genesis, what they calling me. And I feel mad at the chat, no apology. A neighborhood hero, and all that money weigh a lot, he like 12 kilos. And if they want us for a show, he like 5 zeros. And she be stuck on my mind, I feel ponder that. And if they play with my money, they are bongo clap. And she a flexible thing, she an acrobat. I made her land it. And she be way too fly, I made her land it. And when she way too fly, I made her land it, land it, land it. I made her land it, land it, land it. I made her land it, 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 land it,
land it,
land it,
land it, Girl a freak little thing, yeah. Shorty bet, girl you want wine pon the thing. Whoa, boy I fi murder. Pussy clap, tryna say me what suck your mother. Fuck up, alright, cup off fi bless it, band off fi press it. Got me say gang in the ends off fi rep it. Me I like a pum pum, girl like me know it. Shorty wanna ride from me face and she know it. Neighborhood hero, pussy boy turn to a neighborhood zero. What you ain't, my nigga like a spliff in the morning, spliff in the night. Fuck it, yeah me my tie, fuck it, yeah me my pussy.
Genesis, what they calling me. And I feel mad at the chat, no apology. A neighborhood hero, and all that money weigh a lot, he like 12 kilos. And if they want us for a show, he like 5 zeros. And she be stuck on my mind, I feel ponder that. And if they play with my money, they are bongo clap. And she a flexible thing, she an acrobat. I made her land it. And she be way too fly, I made her land it. And when she way too fly, I made her land it, land it, land it. I made her land it, land it, land it. I made her land it, 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 land it. Check, look, Genesis, what they calling me. And I feel mad at the chat, no apology. A neighborhood hero, and all that money weigh a lot, he like 12 kilos. And if they want us for a show, he like 5 zeros. And she be stuck on my mind, I feel ponder that. And if they play with my money, they are bongo clap. And she a flexible thing, she an acrobat. I made her land it. And she be way too fly, I made her land it. And when she way too fly, I made her land it, land it, land it. I made her land it, land it, land it. I made her land it, 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 land it.
Girl a freak little thing, yeah. Shorty bet, girl you want wine pon the thing. Whoa, boy I fi murder. Pussy clap, tryna say me what suck your mother. Fuck up, alright, cup off fi bless it, band off fi press it. Got me say gang in the ends off fi rep it. Me I like a pum pum, girl like me know it. Shorty wanna ride from me face and she know it. Neighborhood hero, pussy boy turn to a neighborhood.
All right, and we are back on air. This is Entertainment Thursday right here on Good Morning Kenya, and this is how we do it each and every Thursday. We get to entertain you, and right now, my next guest on stage, I'll call this a stage today, is two artists who've decided to be working together. So they will be telling me if they are officially a duo or they just work together when it's convenient for them. Genesis and Omar. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Kofiti?
Very good.
Omar, nimesema jina Omar pekee bila hiyo ingine. Niseme ama?
Yo wacha waipate baadaye.
Waipate baadaye.
Wacha waipate baadaye.
All right, so are you guys a duo ama you just work conveniently together?
We're brothers. We're brothers. Okay, not like blood brothers. But,
okay. Nilikuwa mbona unataka kunienjoy?
Like my brother from another mother. Yeah. So no, we don't officially work as a duo, but we decided to come together and release this joint project together. We're both separate artists, but you see, we spend a lot of time together still.
So it made sense to do this.
Yeah, because we spend a lot of time in the studio together.
Yeah.
You know, we've been to each other's homes, nini. So we just thought, since you know we're both talented artists and we both want to expand and just blow up from where we are right now, just say let's do a collaborative album together. And,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're both individual artists, like solo artists in your own ways, but now you've just collaborated on this particular album together. So before we get to talk about the album, the collaborative album, I'd love to at least people to allow people to get to know each one of you individually. So if I may start with you, Genesis. Music, definitely you love music because you're in it, right? So where did that come from, or rather what's your earliest memory of music? What do you remember when you first got to click with music? When was that, and maybe how did that come about?
I think for me, music has always been a part of my life. Probably from when I was a kid. My mom used to play like the old CDs, Celine Dion, Backstreet Boys, like that's what she was listening to. So I think that's my earliest memory with music. And then as I grew older, now I started like venturing into other genres, hip hop, dancehall, all of that. So yeah, I think music has always been a part of my life. Like there's never a time when I can say I didn't have music. I used to come from church, listen to music. Back when my mom never used to let me listen to hip hop, I used to go and like buy small CDs, put them in the CD player, listen when she's sleeping, all that. Yeah, that used to be.
Your mom just wanted you to listen to the Celine.
To the Celine Dion, like that soulful music you get.
Yeah.
And then now me, I went inside listening to Jay-Z, Eminem, all of that. And then as I grew older now, my tastes, like I listen to everything now. Reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat, Kenyan music, yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Uma? What's your earliest memories?
My earliest memories in primary. So in primary, I used to write poems for my crushes, yani. So,
hey, the poor bad boy ever since standard.
you know, so I used to write for my crushes in primary. Na nilikuwa nachokoza wasichana kidogo. So eventually I met some of my friends in class. One of my friends passed away, his name is Zinga. We used to freestyle in class, rest in peace to you, doing him justice, yani. So yeah, I think I just I fell in love with the music from the writing, not more from the sounds and and also used to listen to a lot of Kenyan hip hop when I was younger. I used to listen to Nameless, Jua Kali, Nonini, all of those guys. So I think that's where my inspiration came from. But my earliest memory was definitely from writing.
That's interesting that your earliest memories of music is from writing and not, you know, the beats and all that. And since you're saying it was when you were still very young, then it shows that this thing was really in you from the get-go.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
You mentioned that your mom didn't allow you to listen to the hip-hop songs. Do you feel like to date, like hip-hop is kind of like, specifically in Kenya, it's looked at as a rough, you know, a rough genre, like the people who listen to hip-hop are kind of gangsters. Do you feel it's the same?
I feel like hip-hop, rap specifically, like, you know, rap is an acronym for rhythm and poetry. I feel like people don't really look at it like that anymore because of the connotation around the people who make the music. But when you sit down and actually listen to the message that they're trying to spread, you know, like trying to empower the youth, people who are out here trying to make a difference, they use hip-hop as an art form. You won't find an activist singing in R&B, you get. So I feel like...
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it too. But yeah, anyway, so I think hip-hop it's looked at badly for sure, but that's what we're here to do, change that outlook, trying to make a positive impact on the people who are listening to our music right now.
So both of you haven't boxed yourselves in a particular genre. When I listen to, when I check your YouTube and all, I can hear some hip hop. I hear some kind of dancehall kind of vibe. You know, the one that we've just listened to. If I'm not wrong, it sounds dancehall kind of. So was that a decision that you individually made? You know that okay, I don't want to be an R&B artist. I don't want to be a dancehall artist. I'll just be a diverse artist. I can sing whatever comes my way.
We're blessed. I mean, God said you can do everything, so do everything. I feel like if we boxed ourselves, it would be denying people, like, you know. I mean, we're making the album, we said we can't make one sound. Because some people will like Afro, some people will like hip-hop, some people will like Afrobeat, so we said you have to do everything for the fans.
Yeah, make music for everyone. So me initially, I won't lie, I was very into hip hop initially, especially when I used to listen to the people who I used to listen to growing up. Then, like Genesis said, when we came to the album, it's called Neighborhood Heroes, by the way. Stream it everywhere.
It's out.
It's Neighborhood Heroes out now. We wanted to make music for everyone. So there's dancehall, there's hip hop, like you said, there's urban tone even. So I think I agree, we're blessed for sure, and I felt like boxing ourselves wouldn't be doing our fans and the public justice, especially when it comes to seeing our full potential in our craft.
Don't you think being a diverse artist kind of limits you in this way? Like when someone wants to like describe what artist you are, you know, when maybe I have a gig and I'm trying to look for an R&B artist. You know, I believe when producers have gigs and all that, they like look at it in terms of genres, like the person who has specified their kind of music. Do you think it limits you?
So, you know, the thing is, you could say so, but just look at it like, if you have an R&B show, we can come and perform R&B songs. We have R&B songs, you get. If you have an Afro show, same thing. Urban tone, same thing. Like, we have the ability to target different demographics, and I feel like when you have a larger outreach, you can spread a message to a larger group of people, you get.
Yeah, but I feel what you're saying though. I think I understand where you're coming from, because a lot of artists want to specify into a particular niche. You know, like R&B, strictly R&B, and they blow up with just R&B. But I feel like we're a jack of all trades. At least as artists, we're jacks of all trades. We can do everything. So I think, like Genesis said, at an R&B show, we'll come perform. If you want us to come perform hip-hop at a show, we can come perform, you know. So, yeah, but I get where you're coming from.
So how does your bio read? You know, because for most artists, it writes so-and-so fee, you know, Afro soul artist, da-da-da. So how does yours read?
It's just Genesis, Geno. That's it. Like, there's nothing else. I feel like when you ask you what do, I do a whole lot of Genesis. Like, there's nothing else you can say.
Me, I'd say mine. I'm a songwriter first of all. I'm a recording artist and a lyricist to a certain extent. So I think my bio just puts across all of the skills that I feel like I have and the skills that I have to put into my craft. So yeah, that's what my bio is. And of course, Omar.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you've both. I'm still speaking about you guys individually, not as the
neighborhood heroes.
Yeah.
Neighborhood heroes.
No, yeah, not the neighborhood heroes yet. This is before you became the neighborhood heroes. So as individuals, just as you are, like, how do you go about with picking what genre to do now?
I'll speak for myself personally. It's what I'm going to. So, like, in Kiatu on a Dame, I'm going to make an R&B song. You get? If I'm trying to make a song to make people turn up, like I'm feeling energetic, I'll go with hip hop. If I'm trying to dance, I'll go with dancehall. So it's about how I'm feeling at the moment, whatever's going on in my life or the people around me. I try and like take those experiences and put them into music, because you know music is like an outlet, therapy and all that. So it's easy for you to sit down and say, yo, this is how I'm going to. This is the vibe I'm going for based on how I'm feeling, and it comes out authentic.
How about you?
Yeah. Same, to be honest.
With the vibes.
Not even like with the vibes, but music for me personally is very therapeutic. I feel like it's more constructive than destructive. So I put, especially if let's say I'm going through an emotional phase, I'd rather put it in the music and make it constructive than, you know, go do something destructive out there. So if I'm emotional, I will spend a lot of my time in the studio, because at least I have somewhere to put my thoughts, I have somewhere to put my feelings, nazieka zote kwa mic, and then we create something beautiful out of the emotions that I'm feeling.
Okay,
you know?
And on that note, we take a very short break. Don't you go too far, because when we come back, we'll be coming back with them and their collaborative album.
Maji ni uhai, maji ni haki yako.
At WASREB, we are committed to ensuring top quality water services.
Small pieces so that it will be easy to blend.
Oh, we're going to blend the pineapples.
For it to get the juice.
Okay. So we'll give the chicken some time to brown, and then we'll turn to the others.
WASREB, celebrating 20 years of water services regulation.
Differently. It is about our skills, it is about our presence, it is about having an inclusive environment.
It's about recognizing the dignity. Each person has full dignity, irrespective of their situation, physical, educational, knowledge, whatever may be their condition.
Everyone has a unique contribution to make, and that together we should build a world where every ability is recognized and valued. Because we're differently abled.
Hapa ndipo nyumbani, oeleme, oelema.
Mwalimu ni nyota yang'aa, kofia twakuvulia. Yesu nipende leo kuliko jana.
Mtandao ina faida ama ina hasara?
Mtandao imeweza kusaidia kukuza elimu. Tukizingatia wakati wa likizo, wanafunzi wengi wanaweza kuendelea na elimu yao wakitumia mitandao ya kijamii.
Katika vitongoji duni kuna wanafunzi ambao hawezi kupata huo mtandao, na pia ni gharama ya juu kutumia mtandao huo.
Bembea ni kifaa kinachotumika na watoto kuchezea.
Kweli?
Na tunaona kuwa bembea huenda juu na kurudi chini wakati mwingine.
Thank you for staying with us right here on Good Morning Kenya Entertainment Thursday. And before we took that break, if you already tuned in, you know that with me in studio is Genesis and Omar. Now they have a collaborative album, and that is what they are promoting at the moment. The album goes by the name Neighborhood Heroes. Yeah. Tell me about that title of the album first of all.
Well, I think when we linked up together, we linked up in our neighborhood now. We're from sides for Kilimani now. So he's walking distance from my house. So whenever we go walking, whatever, there's always someone who's like, oh, yo, Genesis, oh, Omar. And we picked up on that, yo, over here, people actually know what we're doing. They really enjoy the music and the message of what we're doing. So, but I feel like we want to put that into music and give them a project that would be a soundtrack to their lives, you get? So Neighborhood Heroes was based off that, but then it's also, everyone's a neighborhood hero really in essence. It's not just us. If you feel like you impact your community in a certain way, shape or form, you're a neighborhood hero. So that's the music. It's just fun, happy music that's from our side, Neighborhood Heroes, yeah.
All right, so Neighborhood Heroes, it's a collaborative album.
Yeah.
So when you talk about a collaborative album for artists, how does that look like?
So first of all, both of us are on all the tracks. Second of all, we both have creative liberty to make either decision, the both of us. We both have executive producing rights for the album. So basically, all of the decisions made from when it comes to crafting the album to pushing it to marketing it, it's mutual. First of all, it's mutually beneficial, even when it comes to shows and all of that. And it's a decision that we both mix together. It should be a synonymous.
Yeah. How did you go about writing the songs on this album? How's the creative process like? How was it like?
So we have 11 songs on the project. We made over 60, 70. We sat down and said
100.
Yeah,
how do you narrow it down to 11 from 70?
You pick the best.
Yeah.
Wow.
You pick the best. There's this thing called the 10x rule. If you want one good of something, you do 10 times of it. So if I want one good dancehall song, I'll do 10 and I'll pick the best one. That's how I did. That's what we were trying to do.
Okay, so before you tell me the creative process, now that you brought that up, so is it up to the two of you only to decide out of this 60 that we've made, out of this 70 that we've made, we're picking this and this and this and this to make it 11, or do you involve other people? Because I believe it can be really hectic. Kwa sababu kama msanii, you believe all your songs are good.
Yeah.
So unachaguaje like this 11? Yeah.
I think one thing that's helped us a lot is our friends and our family. Shout out to everyone who's helped us. So obviously we play for people tracks unreleased, but close people. And the reception that those tracks get is, I think, to a certain extent how we pick them. And also the producers who we work with, shout out to all of the producers also who helped us throughout. The producers who we worked with also help us, especially when it comes to sequencing. Because picking tracks is not, you don't just pick the best tracks out of all of them you've picked. They have to be able to follow each other seamlessly throughout. Because it's a project, it's a body of work. So from track 1 to track 10, it should be like watching a movie. It should be giving you guys an experience throughout the album. So when it comes to picking the tracks, that's one major thing that we usually do. Like we make sure it sequences properly. You see 11 tracks, it's not easy to sit down and say, let me listen to 11 tracks from Omar and Genesis right now. No, we have to have given you a reason to listen to it and an experience. So from the album, we're trying to give people an experience.
So what experience do you want people to get off of the album, or what vibe, or just what feeling?
Happy. Like you can't listen to that album and sit down. That's the point. One of the songs that's played right now, that dancehall song, you're standing. You have to, you enjoy what you're listening to. It's supposed to be the type of project that plays in a club, the type of project that plays when you're out with your friends. Literally a soundtrack to your life when you're happy. Like it's supposed to make you happy. Even when you're down, it's supposed to uplift you. Just happy music. That's
All right, Unique.
Omar, you mentioned that you've worked with different producers in the album. What is the importance of working with different producers in an album?
I think it's to be able to have a wide variety of sounds throughout the album, because different producers are good at different things, good at producing particular sounds. So I think it's also sort of to also widen your reach in terms of your audience, because even as a producer, there's some producers, like for example, our friend Soundcraft. Soundcraft is a really good producer, and he has a wider audience, a different audience to ours. So I think it was also just, even when it comes to features, producers is like working like a feature. So when it comes to features, you're not just tapping into your own audience, but you're tapping into their audience as well. So you're bringing that audience to your niche. So, and it's also just to vibe with different people, like different producers have different vibes in the studio.
It's a collaborative process.
It's a collaborative process,
Okay, I'll get back to the writing. How are you going about writing? Like, were you guys like coming together, the two of you, and then you decide, we're gonna write on this, and then you write your own, and then he writes his own, or how was that looking like?
That was mostly the idea, but most of the time we were linking up like on some, let's just go to the studio and see what happens. So he'd come over, or I'd come over to his place, and we'd go. So we go to the studio, we sit down, then a producer would play a certain beat, then we'd cook based on that. Or he'd come up with an idea and then call me and say, yo bro, we go to the studio, or I'll do the same. Like, it was really just, I'll write, and then he'll write, and then we're trying to make sure that it's seamless and cohesive, and we're trying to build that body of work based on that. So that was basically it.
But writing, I feel like writing for different individuals is different. Because for me personally, what I noticed when we were writing together is we'd be in the studio, and when we're writing, we don't talk to each other, by the way. We don't have to say, okay, you write about this, I'll write about this. It's about how the beat is played, the beat that's played, how it makes us feel. So funny enough, I'll write on something, I'll go record it, and then he enters the booth and he's recording on the same thing that I've just recorded. So I feel like writing for artists is it's kind of weird. Like if I explain it, I'll sound like a bit of a cheesy, but it's like how a beat makes you feel.
It's the vibe that makes you.
It's the vibe that makes you. Literally, the vibe is what brings out the words. The vibe of the beat of the music.
Yeah, and that's really interesting, because I've not just heard it from you. I've heard it, from a number of artists that I've had on the show. Like the beats will lead you to what you write, and most of the times you find out that if it's a collabo, it's almost the same thing. So I don't know whether to call it spiritual kind of. It's just something that cannot be explained. Now, from the 11 songs that are on Neighborhood Heroes, which one do you feel like while you guys were cooking, that's the word you use, cook the music, while you guys were cooking, while it was in the making, you were like, this one, this is it?
Tingisha.
Tingisha. Yeah, and was the reception equally the same?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We decided that track because, you know, by the time we went to record Tingisha, the album was ready.
done. It was finished.
When immediately we recorded Tingisha, immediately we left the studio. We said, we're going to remove a track here and add Tingisha.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be part of it?
Nah.
Oh, you had already settled on the 11?
They were about to upload the album.
Like literally, we're uploading the album 2 days later, or like a day after.
Mm-hmm.
We recorded that track. We said,
this one has to be there.
This one has to go.
This one has been cooked for sure.
It's been cooked. It's been cooked.
And which song do you feel like it has disappointed you? Not that it's bad. It has disappointed you in terms of how people, the reception, you know, and you can mention it so that people can maybe go back and listen to it a second time.
Wasi Wasi for sure.
Wasi Wasi.
The song called Wasi Wasi.
What is it about?
It's a good time in the club. That's it. It's
called. Like if you're somewhere.
It's a good time in the club, but uko na wasi wasi.
Mtu asilete wasi wasi.
Lete wasi wasi. Lete wasi wasi. Lete wasi
wasi. Goes on. You're just looking at.
Lete wasi wasi.
Yeah, I think wasi wasi we'd say is one of, we call it slept on, because the reception we feel like it deserves is not what the reception is getting.
But that's about to change. We'll shoot a video and see how that goes.
For sure.
And now that you've mentioned it, I'm sure for some of the people who maybe were just checking out your album, they'll listen to it and get to know what is it about this song that, you know, what is it about Wasi Wasi. Have you gotten a chance to perform any of the songs on the album?
Yeah, we have.
You've gotten gigs already for it?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
That's probably the most fun part of the experience, like seeing people's reaction when we're performing, crazy antics on stage.
Yeah, we performed in the rain.
In the rain, we performed in the rain, and they didn't leave, like the fans were still there. In fact, the reason the show stopped is because it rained on the equipment and we had to kill it, but like guys were going insane on the like the fans were going crazy, so yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Performing is definitely
the most fun
part of.
It's the most fun part for an artist, I believe.
Yeah.
Because now you're
showcasing
one-on-one with the people
fans,
who listen to you.
Yeah. We had a gig, I think, last weekend.
Yeah.
Last weekend it was fun.
Which gig was that?
It was called
Shaza Entertainment.
Shaza Entertainment. Yeah, it was at a place called Obi House and James Gishuru. It was it was crazy. It was amazing. The reception was amazing. The fans showed us love. It was a lot of fun.
What's the feeling for each one of you? Like, I want you to describe the feeling while you were on stage last weekend, or generally when you're normally on stage. What feeling do you get? Like, if you can describe it.
It feels like, so like the music is like a product, and you sold this product to someone. Now imagine if you're a businessman, you sold the product to someone, and then they come to your house, knock the door, and tell you this thing has changed my life. That's how it feels. It feels like that. So you're performing, and like it gets to a point where I can keep quiet and they're singing the words that I wrote. Some of the words I wrote when I'm in the shower or on the toilet, and then they're resonating to it. You feel me?
TMI.
Yeah, my bad. But you know how it is. Yeah. So the like it's really beautiful. It's an amazing feeling. It's very uplifting. You sit down and you see, wow, like this is actually making a difference, and it gives you motivation to keep going. You get, that's fun.
Yeah, for sure. Selling a product, selling yourself. I'm not going to lie, you do get nervous, especially the bigger the stage. You get nervous, but to be honest, we've been performing for a while, so some of those first-time jitters sort of disappear with time. But yeah, like you said, it's exciting. First of all, there's a bit of nervousness, but it's exciting to be on stage, especially when you put the mic down and the crowd are still singing your lyrics, and people are thinking about your music when they're in the car. Like in all situations, this is a product that we've sold, and it's distributing pretty well. So by the time we've gotten on stage, people have been waiting for us, to showcase. They've been waiting for us to showcase the talent and stuff. Yeah.
When you're saying products, you're distributing, and it's moving so well. I was just from watching, like over the weekend, I watched Ghost Power Book 2. So, but let's not get into that.
Don't spoil for me.
Let's not get into that. What did I want to ask now? My trail of thought has. well, you've talked about the jitters, the jitters that maybe sometimes you get while getting on stage. Do you have a particular ritual, or let me call it a routine?
Yeah.
Do you have a particular routine that you follow before getting up on stage to help you, you know, calm the nerves?
I think personally, I don't panic when it's a big crowd. I panic when it's a small crowd, because when it's a small crowd, you can see everyone's individual reaction. When it's a big crowd, it's just a sea of people. You can't really, you can just look behind and hope for the best. But when it's a small crowd, I'd panic. So I think for me, before I go for a show, having my people around me sitting down and being like, yo, this is, like, you got this, what, that helps a lot. And like I said, we're brothers, so we really psych each other up before the show, because you have to be your biggest fan before you go and meet other people. So
for sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
May I pray, man.
You pray.
May I just pray?
Prayer is important.
You know, you pray because first of all, you don't just pray for the show to go well. You have to appreciate, first of all, getting that show. You know, you have to appreciate getting on that stage, being alive enough to showcase what you're doing. So me, first of all, I obviously appreciate. I thank God for being where I am, and I pray that the situation is going well. And honestly, me, when it comes to either a big crowd or a small crowd, me, it's as long as the people there have the time of their life. I can perform for 3 people, but those 3 people go and say, wow, Omar and Genesis killed it. You know, I can perform for 1 person and they'll be like, wow, enyewe, umse anaenda far. You know, so when it comes to crowds, I understand, like, obviously with the jitters, you know, the jitters are always going to be there, you know, because as a human, you're nervous to do anything. But I feel like prayer for me personally sort of calms me down, and I'm like, you know, now you have the wheel. Jesus has the wheel now. However it will go, I'll do my best. You know.
I love that. I love that. All right. So Genesis and Omar, for those who are getting to meet you for the very first time right here, you can let them know where to find you on social media and where to find your songs and the album as we wind up.
All right. So Genesis, that's GENES1S, Genesis.ke on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, all of that. Just go search Genesis, you'll find me. My music is out on every distribution platform, Apple Music, Spotify, so stream Neighborhood Heroes. Shout out to all the fans, everyone who's listening to me. I really appreciate you guys. Tingisha music video coming real soon. The Neighborhood Heroes official album launch party to be announced, but that's also coming real soon. We have a couple of shows lined up for you guys, so I really appreciate you guys. If you could pull up, all love.
All right,
so, I'm Omar on Instagram, Adongo You Dig, and Adongo_You Dig on all platforms, Kilimani Baby on Twitter, and Neighborhood Heroes out now on all platforms.
Okay, thank you so much for coming through, guys.
Thank you for
and we'll wind up with one of your songs. I don't know which one DJ ameamua tumaliza nayo.
Bad Girl.
Bad Girl. All right, Bad Girl. Don't go too far. When we come back, we'll be dancing with the dancers that we'll be having today.
She a TikTok and an Insta bad. She a bad girl till the name was Shiny.
She a bad girl, she a bad girl. Ooh, she a bad girl, she a bad girl.
She a TikTok and an Insta bad. She a bad girl till the name was Shiny.
She a bad girl, she a bad girl. Ooh, she a bad girl, she a bad girl.
She a bad girl when she whine it.
Throw it right back, girl, rewind it kindly. Ooh, she a bad girl, she a bad girl. She a bad girl, she a bad girl. She a bad girl, mini skirt, naka crop top. Took her to the gents and she said she want the hot dog. Tap once then I leave, that's the motto. She vibing to the tunes and she dancing like a zonzo.
Mneti anachocha akitwak twak, haga amebeba nimeonea kwa laptop. Bukla nimedishi tuka TikTok, riswa, riz buda imepita pass mark. She a TikTok and an Insta bad. She a bad girl till the name was Shiny.
She a bad girl, she a bad girl. Ooh, she a bad girl, she a bad girl.
She a TikTok and an Insta bad. She a bad girl till the name was Shiny.
She a bad girl, she a bad girl. Ooh, she a bad girl, she a bad girl.
She a bad girl when she whine it.
Throw it right back, girl, rewind it kindly. Ooh, she a bad girl, she a bad girl. She a bad girl, she a bad girl.
Big body girl did that twirl for me. I ain't gonna lie, I love the scenery. How she moving, know that pum pum got seasoning. Damu image akwandeki ain't no reasoning.
Mars, must be where you from cause you above. Every other body, I'm my baby number 1. I'm the block boy and now she my bad girl. I'm the block boy. boy and I see my bad girl.
She a TikTok and a Insta bad. She a bad girl, say the name was Shani.
She a bad girl, she a bad girl. Ooh, she a bad girl, she a bad girl.
She a TikTok and an Insta bad. She a bad girl, say the name was Shani.
She a bad girl, she a bad girl.
Yeah. Hello. Ababa.
Sounds by
Aba. Mke wa mtu tu sumu. Kwenye jambo la mtu tu kambali. Mume wa mtu tu sumu. Kwenye jambo la mtu tu kambali. Kadeni kangu unilipi kuna kesho ujua unanivuruga yelele usi unanivuruga sawa ujua unaniconfuse yelele acha tunile bati sawa sisi sumilima tutakutana sisi ni people, tutaonana. Sisi visima, tutasomana. Tukiwa kama people, kitaumana, umana. Mkiwa mtu sumu. Kwenye jambo la mtu kambali. Mume wa mtu
mana siri yako silewe karibu yangu, nataka nilewe na nikilewa niseme. Niseme siseme, niseme siseme, niseme siseme, natoboa leo. Niseme siseme, niseme siseme, niseme siseme, natoboa leo.
Wait, watch a bana.
Hatutaki story, tunataka ngoma. Tulewe tukicheza, tukisikiza ngoma. DJ achilia, Alati achilia, DJ achilia. Sikushua kama nakupenda tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakumiss. Sikushua kama nakufeel tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakukiss. Sikushua nawe, nawe, nawe. Sikushua nawe, nawe, nawe. Sikushua nawe, nawe, nawe. Sikushua
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Baby girl, now you me I choose. Other girls, them no fit compare. Say you be the one with the complete me. Oh, no, 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 no. Baby girl, now you me I choose. Other girls, them no fit compare. Almost in my love pass overseas. Oh, yeah. Get the way that you come by, yo. Baby girl, make you draw for me, yo. Things you do, girl, I know it's all yo. Baby, make I spend money. All the way that you come by, yo. Baby girl, make you draw for me, yo. Now go play you like Ronaldo. I wanna make you mine, cause you know, say I can make you my wife. Make you smile, oh, I can. I'm on don't show, baby, I can treat you right, yo, I can. Marry you, I can. I'm on trip to Paris, yo, I can.
Rada basi sayo menino, naka una kopi basi sayo menino, naka ukujua basi sayo menino, umeni no, naka una rada basi sayo menino, naka una kopi basi sayo menino, naka ukujua basi sayo menino, umeni, naka una rada basi sayo menino, naka una kopi basi sayo menino, naka ukujua basi sayo menino, umeni no, naka una rada basi sayo menino, naka una.
All right. And as I had promised you, or rather warned you earlier, to have your dancing shoes on, now the dancers are here with us already. As you can see from their printed t-shirts, they go by the name Brachuze Dance. Yes. Welcome to the show. Mkofiti? Yeah. Yes. All right. Who's going to tell me about Brachuze? Kwanza hiyo jina, what is it all about? Nilikuwa nashindwa, is it Brachuze? It's Brachuze. Tell me about it.
Brachuze is a combination of different names. We have Bracho, we have Benza. Those are the people that came together and formed the name Brachuze. Yes, that's where the name originates from.
Ulicheza ile Kenya Wanjiko na Njuguna. Kwani Wanju. All right, that's how Brachuze came to be.
Yes.
So mulipatana wapi and mkaamua now will be a crew, a dance crew.
So basically, actually Brachuze has more than 20 members.
Okay.
Only that tuliambiwa 4 are enough. So normally we welcome anyone who is passionate about dancing. Even though tumepatana na hawa wote, we also have projects that we go to different places and nurture young talents. When they mature and feel like joining us, they come. Na pia wengine tunawashikia kwa competition, tunaenda tunaona huyu ako sawa, tunamuiba. Yes.
So even though Brachuze may come to be, you said you have more than 20 members,
yes,
and you're open to have more.
Yeah,
like
why not?
Yeah?
Yeah, we are here to nurture talents.
If there's someone who's watching and I feel, mina napenda dance and I've been looking for a crew to join,
yes,
you're open?
Yeah.
Oh, how do they go about? Mimi mjona vile mimi dansa mnoma, mastaili dedi.
Unadonjo.
I'm just playing, I try. So for someone who's watching and maybe wanataka kujoin crew yenu, how do they go about it?
It's very simple. You just come. come for practice. That's
How
it.
do they come? Where
Yeah,
do they come?
they reach out to us via our social media pages at 4thJuly Dance everywhere. Kila mahali isipokuwa maandamano.
All right. So do you, when picking nani atajoin ama nani ako kwa group yenyu, do you have a particular like age limit?
No. We pick from 4 years. Okay, we have an age limit, 4 years and above. Yeah.
So do you have a 4-year-old in your team?
Yes,
on your team?
we have many babies.
Oh, I
We
wish you
nurture
came with
young
one
talents.
little one. One Gen Alpha. Yeah?
By the way,
Hey, you
next
would have
time.
come with at least
Yeah, next time.
one of
Actually,
them.
next time we'll bring more of alphas
Yeah.
than the millennials and the Gen Zs.
All right, so let's take a break right now and then we come back with the dancers and of course we'll be doing more of the dancing.
Unajua, token mita yako inahitaji system update. Ni rahisi na ni free. Ukipata ujumbe kutoka Kenya Power, yani SMS, weka kodi ya kwanza kureset, alafu weke kodi ya pili kuupdate. Update token mita yako. Ujumbe huu umeletwa kwako na Kenya Power and Lighting Company.
Na maneno. Sijakataa lakini kumwangukia mbura. Ninakwambia tumechoka na maneno.
Ndio wakati wa kuchukua pete yetu.
Nafahamu yote.
Pete ile iko mikononi mwa kizazi kibaya kitachotuangamiza.
Nahisi kushindwa. Ipo muhimu wewe kujikakamua. Kwa sababu gani? Nuru usimwache. Anatuharibia amani kwenye mahaba yetu. Nataka mdhibiti. Ndo aniachie Kalume wangu.
Fanya vile ninavyokuambia. Kabla huyo mtu sijamfanyia kitu, kisiwa hiki kikamuhurumia.
Nataka ufanye uchunguzi. Ujue pale nyumbani kwa babako yuafuata nani au yuafuata nini.
I never heard a music so sweet. I repeat.
Wagwan, me brethren, big things are going. Remember, each and every Monday we have to shell down the place with nothing but the best of smooth reggae vibes in your favorite station. You know these things, man.
Alafu kila Tuesday, kata simu tupo side giving you Kenyan music from the 254.
And of course, you can spice up your Wednesday by enjoying blazing hot hip-hop and R&B jams.
We don't got no label. She say she want bottles.
Vibes and vibes as we go all across Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, all the way to Tanzania to give you nothing but the best on Afro Thursday. Make sure you make a date with us each and every single Friday with me, DJ_Liza Diva.
DJ Colda.
And me, Wanjiko. This is Club One Extra.
Unanifanya nisikie kunyongwa. Hadija mani especially ukisonga.
Nye umro anakupenda.
Jabali ameenda kwa nini?
Thanks for offering me a place to stay, but I'm sorry I can't take your offer.
So?
Unataka kwangu. How many times have I told you staki mwanamke hapa kwangu? She just came to check up on me and see if I'm okay. Telephone? Mimi hata sina mahatiba na wewe akimama Jane. Hebu jiite mkutano. Ujichunguze. He's drinking, he's beating. You're jealous, ilienda hivyo.
Mark is a changed man now.
I'd love to invite you to my traditional wedding.
I'm okay and I need to leave. Congratulations.
I hope Pete will make it too.
I'll make sure he attends.
and we are back with the Brachuze dancers. Na dancers zenye tu ni dancers. Do you know they're dancing to our montage? You dance to that as well? You dance to everything.
Yes.
So where did the love for dance come from?
I believe everyone has a different story when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Personally, I grew up in a dance community. I used to see people dancing everywhere, and then the schools I joined, drama festival, music festivals, it was more of dancing, so I just found myself dancing everywhere. I don't know about the rest.
Well, they're not mic'd,
Yeah.
but by the way, before we continue, can you just introduce us to everyone in the group? Since I want a microphone, utuambie huyu anaitwa nani, huyu anaitwa nani, yule anaitwa nani.
I'm Bracho. She's Francisca. Anoni. Oh, Doja and Noni. They are twins, so they confuse us. Anyway,
who and who
Doja,
are twins?
no, they are not twins.
Oh, okay.
Doja and Noni.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you told us that dance ndo imewaleta pamoja. Like you
Yes.
just came together for the love of dance. But
Yeah.
how did the group start?
It started, actually, I started it as an individual.
Which year?
Back in 2019, towards the end of 2019, 2020, COVID happened, so we took a break. After COVID, took a kick off sasa vizuri. And then I had some friends that we used to dance together in different places, because I've been through different companies as well and different dance schools where I've been trained most of the things. So some friends were from those companies, they started joining in. And then they brought in their friends. Yeah, hivyo.
Yeah. Is there a difference between a dancer and a choreographer? Ama what?
Yeah, there's a difference.
Tell me about the difference.
Anyone is a dancer. As long as you can move, you can dance. Even you are a dancer. Anyone, even walking is just dancing. But a choreographer, you come up with styles, you create something. You come up with your creativity. Yeah. So that's the difference. A dancer is anyone who can dance, but a choreographer is someone who is creative enough to come up with the steps. Hata hizi za kudonjo.
Yeah, it's someone who came up with them. Actually.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the choreographer.
Yes.
Are you a choreographer yourself?
Yeah.
So as a choreographer, I would love to know, let me get into your mind a bit. So ukisikiza ngoma, haina dance routine kama kina say umeni. It's very hard.
Yeah.
So before ukisikiza two beats, like kuna hii ngoma imeanza kuimba, like what goes through your mind do collaborate everything, you know, from your legs, your hands,
Your
and all
neck.
that, and pick what style to do here and there. Like, just tell me what goes through your mind. Sazile, unasikiza ngoma, now you're creating a routine for this song.
As a choreographer, first of all, you internalize the music. You listen to the instruments, nini zimewekwa hapo ndani, and then now you come to the lyrics. So that ujue this word inasema nini. You create something related to the words and also the beats that zimetumika. Maybe it's dancehall, hip hop, Afro, African, etc.
So first unafaa internalize, uelewe kabisa.
Yes.
Usikize mpaka words ndo ujue hata what move
Actually,
goes
if you
here.
don't understand the words, search.
Yeah.
Ujue the meaning. Isikuwe wanasema godha na unazungusha kiuno.
So the meaning of the song can actually, like the meaning of the words rather in a song can help you, or rather help you in coming up with a style.
Yeah, actually it makes it easier.
Oh. Okay. Can we do a case in point of one song that comes top of mind saizi? Ngoma tu moja yenye inakuja kwa akili. Uniambie, okay, so like kama hii tunafanya hii style and this is what it's saying.
Yeah. Cough, that one for, what's his name?
Oh, you know.
Chris Daniel, yeah, that one.
Can we dance it alafu niambie vitu zenye sawa? Okay, as DJ anaitafuta nimempata off guard. Mpaka anajua umepata. Awesome. That's how we do it right here. Okay, Cough by Chris
Daniel.
That song, that song. So imeendana aje na words. DJ hata sielewi, anasema mimi nasikia flex my love. I want to carry. So how does it interconnect the words? How do you interconnect the words na the dance moves that we've just
like
danced?
the first part, so unaona tu una flex.
Yeah,
you flex, you show off. Yeah? So he's a man trying to impress his ladies, ndio. So you flex, show off your biceps, show that you can carry. Yeah.
Okay. Now I get what you say. You need to listen to the meaning of the song and then you'll get the moves to the song.
Yes. Mm.
Yeah. So as a group, how do you create time to do your rehearsals? Because of course with dance, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
You know, so you need to be rehearsing, you know, as often as you can. Alafu, since mko watu wengi, like 20 of you, how do you go about that?
So, for us, dance is our office. It's a full-time job. So we normally have days that we meet for practice. On a daily basis, we meet.
Nasonga hivi kiasi?
Okay.
Yeah.
We meet in the morning from 9 to 11 a.m. whereby we practice different genres, ballet, contemporary, hip-hop, dancehall.
You do ballet as well?
Yeah.
Can you like stand on
Yeah, you just stand.
Okay.
Yeah, so we meet daily for practice, yeah, so that we can perfect our craft.
Yeah. So with you do, like when it comes to dance, you do everything.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't expecting you also do ballet. Because ballet dancers are usually very different from dancers. In terms of, I'm saying it's different because ballet wanakuanga specialize in just the, you know, hizo za hivi, nini, it's just, yeah. So you all do ballet?
Yeah.
All of you?
Yes.
Oh.
So we also offer classes. Ukitaka, hola. Yes.
I thought someone said, okay, it's just my thinking, that huwezi kulearn ballet ukiwa mtu mkubwa, ama unaweza?
As you have said, just your thinking.
Yeah. It's my kuja hapa kuniroast.
But anyway, you can do ballet even when you are at 50, 60. Yeah.
So as long as you have the willpower, you can.
As long as you're
do it.
breathing, you can do it.
Okay. So I want us to talk about the dance industry in the country as at now. If you were to rate it between 1 and 5, 5 being we are doing the best we can, we are doing the best, we're actually at a good place, and 1 being bado tunangangana. So 1 to 5, where are you rating dance music in Kenya? 3.
Yeah.
Why a 3?
Well, I can say we have grown compared to how it used to be back in the days, but we're not in the level where we are supposed to be. We still face a lot of challenges as the dance industry, mainly from people who don't appreciate the craft. Wako is just dancing. They don't know the effort we have put in it. Yeah.
What should be done in order for the industry to get to a 5?
For the dance industry to get to a 5, I think we need to unite as dancers and then unite as artists. So that msanii akiwa na ngoma ana involve dancers, akiwa na show anaita dancers na analipa vizuri.
Yeah. By the hapo hivyo sasa kwa wasanii, because I mean you can't exist without wasanii, and wasanii pia, okay, maybe they can exist without the dancers, but it becomes more lively and entertaining when there are dancers involved.
Yeah.
So when it comes to working with an artist, how do you go about it? Like mnaitwa kwa ngoma, mnaambiwa okay, like ana reach out to you guys and anawaambia I have this song, I would love for you to come up with dance moves for it so that we can shoot the music video. How does that go about?
First of all, we inquire from the artist what he or she wants from the dancers. Maybe anahitaji just a small part, or already has some moves only that he need people who can execute them well. So after inquiring, we come into agreement. If you need to practice with us, that's why you see some artists pia wanajua the dance moves. Kuna wale hawajuagi wanakutana tu nao kwa shoot na inaenda. So what tuna inquire many things. Yes.
Yeah. Is that relationship working well? Is it good? Like the relationship, bado unacheka nika. Siulizi relationship yako bro, focus.
Yangu iko sawa. Yangu iko sawa.
Yeah, like ninyi as dancers and wasanii, do you feel like they are relating well in the country as at now? Una feel your relationship it's doing well?
All I can say, it's growing.
Yeah.
Haijafika pale tunatamani kuwe, but it's growing compared to kitambo. Actually, at the moment, there's a lot of appreciation from many artists, but not all artists. So we hope wote wata adjust. Yes.
So there are artists that you feel appreciate dance more, but there are those that you feel wanatu kama watu. You know, there's something you said that people need to start taking dance as seriously and look at it as a career, because I know it takes a lot of work. Kwa sababu hata mimi tu kushika tu dance moves za TikTok ya dakika 3, it takes so long, you know. So to imagine that this is what you do for a living, you know. So what do you want to tell people out there, especially maybe if it's a parent who's watching and their son or daughter loves to dance, but yako, hii hapana, hii si career, you know? Yeah.
Dance is a career and it's paying. As much as we are having some complaints, it's paying well, but not as good as before, but we pray itafika pe tunataka. But at the moment, that's what keeps me moving, keeps them moving. So any parent or anyone out there who feels like giving up on dance, don't give up, just keep on pushing, work on your craft. There are people that appreciate it. So with time, itakuwa sawa. Yes.
All right. I understand we can't get to hear your mic well, so we'll sort that as we take a short musical break.
Nadai nikudigi, usikie fiti, nadai kukupin maze usikie dhizi, nadai nikuchiu nikubloka, big G nadai to relax tukidishi, minji nadai nikudigi, usikie fiti, nadai kukupin maze usikie dhizi, nadai nikuchiu nikubloka, big G nadai to relax tukidishi, minji takudigitu vifiti, takudigitu vifiti, takudigitu vifiti. Send the location, I go on kitty kitty. If I catch a party, I'ma know bitty bitty. Don't come go day from busy. And she knows I'm too jiggy. Now I have friends if they move sneaky. Bad girl think them are too freaky. Chef back by me, take it easy. String and me junkie over. At your back, baby bend over. If I put it in, game over. Man a chicken, man a strong like a soldier. String and me junkie over. At your back, baby bend over. If I put it in, game over. Big Baba, go that.
Kadhatu nasikia huku bigala anataka tutukafu, anapenda mukuchu, anapenda cash na anapenda jugu seti kabla tuanze ku anataka this, anataka that. Nasikia huku bigala anataka tutukafu, anapenda mukuchu, anapenda cash na anapenda jugu seti kabla tuanze kanapenda mukuchu, sema cash mukuchu na mashash, kanapenda mukuchu na mabash, akiona mukuchu ni koji ya kivela, nataka kuzitoka na ayela, majago na kijana makwela.
Which kind life where I never see? I carry God so I fear nothing. Steady increase in the commands. Comma. Original no be parody. You know feel clear for your memory. Whether now winter or summer. I did Baba just Savannah. Living life.
Wanauliza niko wapi, niko Rurasho. Inika Nairo mind your business 254. Nani follow manze kama jiza disciple. Rapa round me na kandanga kama chapo. Kauna lugha enda west ikatuke mamboch. Kani ngoma mimi nasikizanga world boss. Eti best rapper Kenya ni Calligraph John. Kaza nyuktopizwa kwa raundi huko New York. Niko tulienda wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Tulienda wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Ai Jibagajat, Jibag na Jag. Jibagajat, Jibag na Jag. Jibagajat, Jibag na Jag. Utauliza tuko wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Jibagajat, Jibag na Jag. Jibagajat, Jibag na Jag. Tulienda wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Tulienda wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Ai Jibagajat, Jibag na Jag. Jibagajat, Jibag.
As the
to mellow. Godoro to mellow, come on. Godoro to mellow. Godoro to mellow, come on. Godoro to mellow. Sip on the chapeau. What's up with them? Bacatelato. Sip on the chapeau. What's up with them? Bacatelato. Sip on the chapeau. What's up with them? Bacatelato. Sip on the chapeau. What's up with them? Bacatelato.
Is the Brachuze dance crew that were here with us right here on the show. Brachuze, tunamalizia. Had you mentioned the social media platforms that they can find you? Just mention.
Yeah, we are available on all social media pages at Brachuze Dance Agency. Everywhere. Yes.
Brachuze Dance Agency, and as he had mentioned earlier, they are open to welcome anyone else who would like to join them as a crew. They are sharing talent. So that is when it comes to Entertainment Thursday. We love seeing, the industry grow. And when we talk about the industry, it's everyone included, from dance, from the artists, from film, just the entire entertainment industry. And it's a good thing to see that you're doing just that. You're growing talents. And the fact that you said Mbaka Mkona, wale wadogo, the Gen Alphas are also part of your crew. Next time, bring them along.
We will.
All right, so mlikuwa mmetuma salamu juu tunamaliza.
Tujatuma.
Amjatuma.
Tulitumwa.
So
ndio tunataka kurudisha.
Aya, tuma haraka tuma.
Yeah. Bracho sending salamu kwa kila mtu huko nyumbani. My wife, my children,
just continue.
My parents. Na wasalimu nyote.
Aya,
leo niko kwa TV KBC.
Yeah.
Good morning Kenya.
All right, Entertainment Thursday is
yes,
the show.
Entertainment Thursday.
All right. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who has been tuned in from when we started off the show at exactly 6:30 a.m. to now, which is exactly 9:40. That you take your time to watch this amazing show. On behalf of everyone that has made this show a success, including our very able DJ, Unique the DJ, we wish you a lovely day. Do enjoy.
Nyache boss kwani mimi nugu. Sikosi nguvu baby girl mi ukula njugu. Bad to the bone lazima nikunywe supu. Shake that thing hadi upigwe marufuku. Kaende kifo cha mende. Unaninyonya kama maembe na tembe. Gembubu vitu zetu usiseme. Wacha wabaki wakidhani juu. Peleka chini usiogope kuu. Rarua mini ikishika sana. Toa ulimi zako zikipanda. Cheza na nani.
That pussy ain't mine, just now. Are you single or married?
That has nothing to do with this case.
No. We are starting somewhere. Na mama alikuja kwako, akakwambia nimemkataa, mtafuta njia kunimaliza, si ndio?
Abana kitu kama namna hiyo.
Wewe nakuuliza, yes. Kila mwanamke ama msichana akija kwako tu wewe anakutaka.
Yani I'm just like a magnet.
Mtu hawezi
I just attract them. Minjuma leni.
Kwa nini?
Amekuja hapa mahakama akasema vile mnapendana.
Of course, why not? Si hata mimi tunapendana hata na huyo na mtu yote anybody can like.
We are talking about love here.
Amesema wapi? Wewe toka.
Wewe ondoka.
Lakini wewe unaishi wapi?
Today, we shall be reading from this book. It is a baby who has no name yet, so the family, friends, and neighbors are all wondering where and how to get a name for the baby.
Today I'm going to show you guys how to make the yummy comfort of your home.
I'm gonna teach you how to make a ninja with a handprint. And for that, we need a hand cutout, a green paper, a blue paper, scissors, glue, markers, and a pencil.
The color red has deep cultural significance. At shrine rituals for children, they wear red to ward off evil spirits. At her wedding, the bride's lips are painted crimson to protect her from any misfortune. Of all red dyes, safflower produces the most precious color, a unique hue called beni. The Mogami River flows through Yamagata in Japan's northeastern Tohoku region. This area is the country's largest producer of safflowers, which blanket it in yellow each July. Safflower, or beni bana, is a plant in the chrysanthemum family. Its petals are used to produce red beni dye. The first step is to harvest the flowers. Growers know the time is right when a red tinge appears at the base of the yellow petals. The flowers are carefully picked by hand, one by one. Only 0.3% of each petal contains red pigment. The rest is yellow. Rubbing and rinsing washes out the yellow pigment, leaving only the red. The petals are then left to dry in the shade for several days. This causes a natural oxidation, which leads to its change in color from yellow to a deep red. Now it's becoming a perfect red. Next, it's pounded into a paste to facilitate more oxidation and deepen the red color. For easier drying, the paste is pressed by hand into flat ovals called beni mochi. This is a luxury item. It takes about 300 safflowers to make each one. For textile dyeing, the dried beni mochi are dissolved in water to extract the color. To dye a single kimono, over 2,000 beni mochi are used. Safflowers have been grown in Mogami since the 16th century. Thanks to their unique beni mochi technique, Mogami beni became the dye of choice for high-quality kimono makers. on the colours of as when they were made. For me, this colour, Benny, is a priceless legacy. I feel very strongly that I must ensure that our tradition continues into the future. Beni mochi are used to make traditional Japanese lipstick too. The special process begins by soaking bunches of hemp together with beni mochi. The classic technique is still used by this renowned Tokyo cosmetics manufacturer. Beni extract is applied as a thin uniform coating to the inside of a small porcelain bowl. As it dries naturally, the red changes to a shimmering iridescent green. This lipstick was highly fashionable in late 19th century Japan. What causes these color changes? It's still a mystery today. With a little water, the green turns red again. But adding more layers gives a shimmering green effect that fascinated Japanese ladies of fashion for centuries. A tiny flower from deep in the countryside with a mysterious and lasting impact on a nation's culture.